Hello everyone, welcome back to the game. Welcome back to Clannad visual novel game, and welcome back to the stream as well. Last time we did a lot of Nagisa stuff. Even though this is Fuko's arc, we're still doing Nagisa stuff. And Nagisa, I've been standing here for an entire day. I saved here, I ended the game, but technically I've been here the whole time, so yeah. There's no excuse for this.
Oh, I didn't know you were here.
Alright guys, let's continue on. Yeah, my bad. What's the matter? Well, you've done enough. Let's just go home. Are you sure? Yeah, you tried your best. It's okay now. I wasn't able to do much of anything at all. You look like you were trying hard to me. How is that fine? It just is. Don't worry about it. After that, we go reposting the recruitment flyers around the school before leaving. Like the rebels we are. Another night in Sunahara's room. Phew, I'm exhausted after today. Hey, don't come in here acting like this is your room or something. What's wrong with that? It just means I feel like I can relax in here. It's practically a compliment. Well, I guess that's true. It'd be perfect if you weren't here, though.
That's funny. I was thinking the exact same thing.
After we glare at each other for a bit, I lie down and Sunahara begins to read some magazines. Oh yeah, that's right. So are you and that drama club girl going out? Wait. I jerk my body off the floor. What did you see that would make you think that? What did I see? You dashed off at lunch today. Hello, super awesome. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. Hope you are doing well. And when I saw you next, you were meeting her in the courtyard. Don't let that be enough to mix you up, you idiot. She was crying, wasn't she? You were trying desperately to comfort her, and you were splitting a piece of bread. If she's not your girlfriend, then what kind of relationship do you have? She's the drama club president, and I'm her helper. Yeah, right. I'm telling you, it looked like something was going on between you two. And now that I think about it, you were going off with her when you said you had business you had to take care of after school, weren't you? I always thought it was strange that you were getting so involved in club activities. There's nothing I can say back to him. Of course, the actual situation is a lot more complicated. You can't stop listening to one song? Uh-oh. What's the one song? Is it a good song at least? I hope it's a good song. You fell in a hole. Also, hi, Ultima. Hey, Red Squid. You fell in a hole? What kind of hole did you fall into? A real hole, a video game hole, a deep hole, a tiny hole? For example, I'm not just helping her. Her very existence is saving me. Stuff like that. It's a very good song. You're gonna see if you can post it. Alrighty. Even if I tried to explain all these things to Sunahara, I swear if it's like Baby Shark or something, I'm calling the cops. Secret laboratory main theme and light containment zone closing. I can't watch it now because I'm streaming, but I'll watch it after. Pinky promise. A real hole in the ground. My gosh, how deep is it? Are you stuck? So I decide to lie. Well, actually, what is it? Her family runs a bakery. And, well, it's a ridiculously cool bakery. It's been in magazines and on TV and stuff. They even have customers come in from far off just to buy their stuff. I tried some of their bread for myself, and wow, it was delicious. Huh? And if you become friends with her, it's an all the bread you can eat kind of deal. Are you serious? Yeah, her parents are super nice. They let her friends eat their bread totally for free. It was shallow and it happened yesterday. Oh my gosh. Well, be careful, alright? Watch where you're stepping. Don't step in any more holes, alright, buddy? Are you alright? Are you good? Any broken bones? Are your tentacles, alright? Wow, so that's what's going on. That does make sense. I never saw you as the type to be interested in a boring girl like that. Yeah, I basically see her as a walking piece of bread. I see. So you think you can let me in on this one? Oh no, I made it sound too appealing. Okay, good. Watch your step now. It's cool, right? I want to get a piece of this. Sorry. That's not happening. She hates it. She hates you. Seriously? I barely met her. I know, right? Apparently the only thing she hates more than blonde hair is cockroaches, so... So it was this. He pulls out his bleach bangs. Also, she gets incredibly annoyed at hard-to-read names like Sunahara. Oh, just leave me alone! Either way, that's what's going on. So I need to start by getting her to like me. You're fine, Red Squid, that's good. And you keep being fine. And avoid those holes. It seems like he hasn't given up yet. I just hope this doesn't backfire on me. It will. We're going to the illusionary world. We're going to read every diet. No, we're not. Only because we read all this already. Which one's this one? Is he putting junk together to make a friend? A friend? You want a friend? Guys, if you built yourself a friend, what would it look like? What would you make? What type of friend would you build? A robot friend? A robot animal friend? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm making a robot friend for me. We're also looking at this amazing view. Hey, Big Johnny. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. And before you say anything, yes, I heard the news. Morning! I went to sleep late last night, so I wake up feeling terrible. I tell my eyes to open, but they don't. You're happy that the server is up? Yeah, Pixelmon server is back, ladies and gentlemen. So next Friday, I will be Pixelmoning. Woo! I forced myself to sit up in bed and just rest there for a while. If I'm not around, she probably won't know what to do. I slip out of my futon, somewhat stumbling in my sleep-deprived, only half-awake state. Good morning! Yeah, morning. You seem sleepy. Yeah, ridiculously so. You seem like you're going to fall asleep during class, Okazaki-san. Yeah, I'm sure I will. I'm also sleepy. You too? Yes, I was busy thinking about things last night that I couldn't sleep very much. What were you thinking about? How to make the student council approve of the drama club's activities. Huh? What about gathering signatures? If we get enough, I'm sure that the boy at the student council will reconsider. I'm happy to see she's this upbeat after having gone through so much yesterday. Hey, Ty. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I heard the news. Server is back. Huzzah! Huzzah! But still, I don't see her plan going well. I don't know if you could get this many signatures at this school. Fine, you guess? Why do you guess? Could things be better for you, my friend? Well, if you put it that way, yes. I guess I was being a little naive. I mean, it's fine, but... The two of us start climbing the hill once more, lost within the crowd of students, but the two of us are different. I think this to myself, as though we're special. Lunch break! They got torn down after all. Ignore it. Just put them back up. I don't think I want to put them up anymore. You don't understand Frowny, so you're a bit puzzled, but everything else is very okay. Why, what's Frowny been doing now? Why not? I kind of feel bad for them. For who? The Big Dango family. I'm taken aback by the comment. Finally done with school stuff? Hell yeah. Got summer vacation all to yourself now, huh? Putting them back up every time they're torn down makes me feel like we're using the Dangos as some kind of tool. Well, we are. I doubt that line of reasoning would work on her, though. So let's just give up. Then what do we do? The information session is next week, isn't it? The posters that were up got taken down, so anyone who was thinking of coming may start to feel unsure about the whole thing. They might think the meeting's postponed or even cancelled. I suppose you're right. So what are you going to do, Club President? well... So... Something about kill his builds? I don't know what that means. What's that mean? Putting up flyers or something? Even if it's like playing whack-a-mole? That's how I see it, at least. Hang on, I'm gonna read this to myself. Yeah, it looks confusing to me. Looks very confusing. I don't know, he's a teenage boy. His emotions are all over the place. All teenagers are. Moods are all over the place. So I guess just keep telling him to hang in there. That's all I can say, really. I can probably give better advice if I wasn't streaming. Especially streaming a visual novel, but maybe after I can give better advice. But yeah, I hope he calms down a bit. Tell him to chill. Chill down. Chill, cool down. That's how I see it, at least. Yeah. Tomoya agrees with me. If that's what gets the information in front of me, in front of as many eyes as possible, that's what we do. Okay. Alright, let me borrow the original flyer. I'll go make some copies. Huh? What's the matter? You don't have it, Okazaki-san? I gave it to you yesterday, remember? I said to hold on to it because it's the master copy. So that was the original? Indeed. Where is it? Since I saw a billboard without our flyer. What? I kinda took it and posted it there. Arg, are you some kind of idiot? Don't you remember how much I hammered that point home? I just remembered. I was so busy thinking of something else when I was posting them. I was praying that lots of people would see them. So I guess that means we have to draw it all over again? You don't really have any interest in this game, so you're sorry. It's okay. Don't worry. Call me Ty. Hey, call me Ty. I own Ark, so I think you'll be interested in those playthroughs, am I right? You do it. Okay, I'll give it my best. I'll give it my best and draw a lot. Tomoya just told you, Tomoya told you that you should do it, Ty. I don't know what that means, but you should. Yeah, that type. You get to tell me everything and how to properly play. I can't wait. A lot of what? Dangos! No. What? If you have to draw them, can you just draw one? What should you do? Nothing right now. You should watch your Hoods and James Charles play Minecraft. That's what you should do. That is what God is intending for you right now. Oh man. Alright, but if you're gonna go watch him, then yeah. Take care, my friend. Don't worry, Pixelmon's returning on Friday. And thanks for fixing everything, by the way. Way too tired to pick up any connections? No problem. I'm always too tired to pick up connections myself. But take care, my friend. They're a big family. That means there's a lot of them. They help each other out. What's wrong with having the occasional Dango be a lone wolf, straddling a motorcycle on a journey to nowhere? Slow old Nitrado, that fixed it. Even though they caused the damn problem. Yeah. But you were the one that got the ticket in, I think. So, whatever help you did, it was good help. So thank you for that. A Dango would never do something like that. All families have a black sheep, don't they? Not the big Dango family. They may fight from time to time, but they always get along in the end. Putting aside how well they get along, I'm not putting it aside, they get along. That's why I like them. The big Dango family all get along. Hope stuff like this doesn't happen anymore. Yeah, I hope so as well. No more server crashes or whatever, or server whatever that is. Guess there's more to her than liking them than just their cuteness. Gonna switch hosts? No problem. Hopefully that won't affect anything. Yes, that's how it is. And I guess we'll get drawing. You have heard many times you are really bad at leaving something, so you're going for real. Well, take care, my friend. I will see you probably on Friday, unless you stop in any of the other days.
See ya.
Why am I getting into it too? I don't understand myself sometimes. Here we go. I take down a traffic safety poster on the wall. After turning it around, I turn it toward Furukawa. Use this. You can draw a lot on it. It's big, so you can probably draw 10,000 or so.
There aren't that many dongos.
Knock knock.
It's fine, just draw them.
This paper is too big. Then draw the dongos big too. Knock knock.
That would be embarrassing.
Just draw them. Bam.
Yes?
Furukawa turns around. There stands Tsunehara, kicking the wall.
I've been trying to get your attention, but
It looks like I'm interrupting something. He looks at me with a cold stare, as he flutters a piece of paper in his hands.
oh, the dongos.
Please just call it a flyer.
Thank you very much.
Furukawa takes the flyer from him. What are you doing here? I brush her aside and stand in front of Tsunehara.
What else? I'm trying to get on that train of all-you-can-eat popular bread.
I'm getting sick of the school cafeteria's bread.
My name's Tsunehara, by the way. Nice to meet you.
He moves around me to greet Furukawa, who's standing to my back.
Oh, yes, nice to meet you too. When you say that, does that mean you'll join the drama club, Tsunehara-san?
It sure doesn't. Sorry, not interested in it at all.
Acting in a group is a lot of fun, you know.
Right. Anyway, there's something I wanted to ask you. Your family runs a business out of your home, correct? What is it?
What? My home? It's a bakery.
Alright. He seems to be more confident now that he's confirmed what I told him wasn't a lie. The lie comes after that, though.
What about it?
Oh, nothing. Anyway, I helped you out with that flyer, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Student council members were going around tearing them down, so I grabbed one before they could.
I see. Thank you very much. Okazaki-san?
She holds the flyer to her chest as she faces me.
Now that I think about it, I don't want to keep putting these up. I want to keep it somewhere I can treasure it.
You aren't seriously going to treat a flyer like some kind of memento, are you?
I worked hard together with you to make it, Okazaki-san.
She's gotten way too emotionally invested in this flyer. It feels like she'd cry if I took it away from her. So what are we going to do then?
Well,
what should we do?
What are you guys talking about?
If you got a problem, I'd be happy to hear it. You go home.
Okazaki-san, I think you're being rude to your friend.
Yeah, Okazaki-san, you're being rude. Damn it.
Why don't you forget dealing with this rude guy over here and try talking to me?
Drop the zero, get with the hero. Know what I mean?
Okazaki-san may not say very nice things, but he's a very kind person. He has already helped me out a lot, so I wouldn't be able to do something that's selfish, nor would I want to.
She gives him a totally serious answer. Huh? Looks like you two are getting along. I can see why you've got that all-you-can-eat access.
All you can eat?
Oh, just talking to myself. Anyway, I can help you too, so tell me what's the matter.
You don't need to help. I couldn't impose on you like that. But I would like to talk to you. You saved these dongos after all. Is that okay, Okazaki-san?
Sure. It was all over from the moment he set his sights on her. He's as stubborn as a mule, and there's no way around it. Fine, do whatever you want. I see. Well, that's simple. What, do you have a good solution? Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the student council president, but we take him out. Take him out? What do you mean by that? We make them say, Uncle, I guess.
What? But how?
Call him out to behind the school, then we all surround him and... Tsunehara kicks his leg back and forth.
We can't do something like that.
She makes him stop gesturing, flustered. Just look at that difference in values.
What? No. The members of the student council haven't done anything wrong, and even if they had, you still shouldn't use violence.
So what? Want me to talk to them? That's not a strong suit of mine.
No, I just wanted to talk to you about our problem, that's all. Thank you very much.
She bows her head again. Well, I'll leave the rest up to you two. But I'll be by your side. If you ever need me to help, just let me know. You're not even a good fighter. Go home already.
Okazaki-san, you're being rude to your friend.
Yeah, Okazaki-san, you're being rude. Damn it. I thought this one might happen. The worst possible outcome. A very annoying person has joined our group. If only I could choose party members like in an RPG. Yohei Tsunehara wants to join your party. What do you do? Hang on a minute. Oh my gosh, it's like a video game. Sunohara wants to join my group. I'm gonna slash him. Hold on, there isn't even an option to let me into your group. Slash. Ah! It'd be such a pleasant event if it went like that. Hey, what are you grinning for about? Oh, it's nothing. So, what are you going to do now? There's not much time left during lunch break. What should we do, Okazaki-san? Yeah. Well, why don't we start by talking to someone who knows a lot about how the school works? We're way too in the dark. How many years have you been going to school here again? The same goes for you, you know. We start by going out into the hallway. You know, I wonder if she's around. I look at the closed door to the empty classroom next to us. Hang on a minute. We're at another choice. I'm guessing we do ask Fuko for help. You're kidding, right? I have a feeling she'd be the least useful person to ask in the entire school. But maybe she'll shock us by being super helpful.
Fuko understands the situation. Then Fuko shall act as your defender and fight the student council.
There we go.
Objection! Fuko has a vague feeling, but... Objection! Fuko just had a hunch. Objection! Fuko just wanted to try saying that. Objection! Fuko pays for the train using adult tickets like a good girl.
Yeah, she'd just get in our way. Just thinking about it is depressing enough. What? And anyway, she's a first-year student who just entered the school. What would she know? I decide against it. Who should we try talking to? Discuss with save button. Hey, save button, can you help us out, please? The sisters? Let's avoid the older one. I think we'll be fine with just the younger sister. Let me get back to my chat room. What kind of person is she? The class president for our class. A class president? What an impressive person. There's nothing impressive about that. She was forced to take the position because no one else wanted it. I don't think that's true. She must have had some popularity. I wonder. We head to the classroom and Sunohara looks inside. I was afraid the older sister would be there too. I grab Sunohara's shoulders and pull him toward me. You figure out a good way to just get the younger one to come out here. I made sure to whisper the words to Sunohara so that Furukawa doesn't hear. A good way? Like what? You know, like if you say that there's someone who wants to confess their love for their class president, then the older sister won't follow her out of simple modesty. Now I see. Okay, I'm heading out. Sunohara walks into the classroom ready to take on anything. Inside, Fujibayashi is telling fortunes from her seat. She's surrounded by other girls. Sunohara butts in and begins to talk. Suddenly, all of the girls look in my direction at the same time. Oh crap. I quickly duck out of sight. They're gonna think he's talking about me. I brought her. That works surprisingly well. I take a moment to vainly admire my own handiwork. Hey Furukawa. I call Furukawa over, who's been waiting quietly behind me. Okay. Introduce yourself. Okay. I'm Nagisa Furukawa from Class 3B. Nice to meet you. Yes, I'm Ryo Fujibayashi from Class D. You're the class president, right? Yes. That's incredible. I can never do something like that. I really admire you. No, it's nothing like that at all. I wanted to talk to you about something. Is that okay? Could you, wait a moment? I need to get myself ready. I didn't expect you to be a girl. What? Is there something strange about that? No, you're very cute, Furukawa-san. But you and I, how do I say this? I want to draw a frame of roses around these two. Gets you kinda excited, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, the truth is, Furukawa begins to talk. Okay. The class president readies herself. I'm thinking of making a drama club. Okay. A pile of girls fall on top of each other by the door to the class with an audible thump. Hey, you think you can make fun of my little sister and get away with it? Kyo raises from the pile. Are you friends with these two? She even confronts Furukawa. Oh, yes, I'm lucky enough to have them as friends. You're being tricked, you know. You shouldn't be hanging around with these guys. You're going to catch their stupid, and then you'll never be able to function in normal society again. No, they're not bad people like that. Her eyes move over to glare at us. Her look says, you really won her over, didn't you? Are these guys the only friends you can find? What? Okay, then. Starting today, I'll be your friend. What was your name again? Nagisa Furukawa. Can I call you Nagisa? Come on, let's go. She takes her by the hand and leads her off. My bread. Furukawa made a friend. Maybe she doesn't need me anymore now. Happy end. Yeah, right. Furukawa shakes her hand, loose from Kyo's grip. What's the matter? The three of us are all working together to do this. Working hard, too. They're helping me with a request of mine, and a dream that I have. They're trying to make it come true with me. I can't leave people like that behind. She makes her case practically. When I hear this, it feels kind of like I've been saved. Not because everything we've done together up to this point hasn't gone to waste, but more like, I'm happy for this kindness that you're showing me. But, you said the drama club, right? Yes. And these two are really going to help you put it together? Yes, they are. Looks to me like they're trying to get you to confess your love to my little sister just now. That's Tsunohara's fault. Hey, it's yours! See? Now they're trying to pass the buck. I can't imagine people like that really wanting to help you out of the kindness of their hearts. You're doing it for the bread, right? Don't expose me like that. You're just getting more and more suspicious. Fine, I guess I just have to admit it, right? Yes, what happened just now was my fault. Yep, it was. Hey, if I'm admitting to what I did, you need to join in. Okay, fine. I do have a vague inkling that I might have possibly been to blame as well. You really are an asshole, aren't you? My gosh, Tsunohara, the swearing. But there was just something he wanted to ask the class president about, which is why we called her out here. Because it's not something that needs to be discussed in front of a big group. There's absolutely no way I can say that. It's because we wanted to avoid her. So will you listen to what she has to say? Are you okay with that, Rio? Yeah, it's okay. You heard her. Yes? You wasted a good chunk of time. Oh, wait, that's my fault. Oh. Well, you probably... Once Furukawa finishes talking, the class president opens her tiny mouth and jumps in. They probably what? Just need to bring an advisor. Oh, that's right, an advisor. That has to be a teacher, right? Yes, if you can just get an advisor, they'll recognize your club. That advisor will probably protect you from the student council, too. It'll be simple. We just have to find the old drama club advisor. The drama club existed until last year, so they have to be around the school somewhere. Yes, you're right. I'll go look for them. But I do think there's one condition. Yes, what is it? You need 3 or more people who want to join the club. But it looks like you're all okay on that front. Kyo looks at my face and Tsunohara's. Furukawa pauses. Why don't you try going to the teacher's room after this? Please, wait a moment. What's the matter? Well, it's about that number of people you need to have. Huh? Do you not have enough? She looks at us again. Tsunohara glances out one of the windows, scratching his head. But you have enough people right here. I make 1. She points to her face as she says this. Yeah, and then over there you have... That's all. She looks at us one more time. You guys just said you were helping her out. So why aren't you joining the club? We're just helping her make the drama club. Do we look like we'd be interested in acting? Tsunohara spits his answer back at Kyo. You're practically useless. Well, if you only have one person who wants to join the club, I don't think it'll work. And that's why we're talking to you. Don't you have some kind of advice for us? Don't be unreasonable. You're practically useless. Smack. Ouch! Where do you get to slap me when I just repeated what you said? I was trying to swat a beetle. If you smacked a beetle on my face, it'd splat all over my cheek. Yeah, whatever. You're totally ignoring me. But, you know, Fujibayashi ignores the chaos around her and continues. You do have the 3 of us here, the 3 of you here, so I think it'd be best to look for an advisor either way, even if that means having to just pretend that you want to join the club. There aren't many teachers who aren't already club advisors, though. I see. Furukawa nods slowly, then turns around to face us. Could you do that, please? She looks at both me and Tsunohara. As long as you don't actually make me a member afterward. It's okay, I promise not to. But that would mean lying to a teacher. That's not something you should do. Oh, it's fine. We really do want to join the club when we find an advisor. But after we get one, we'll suddenly decide that we don't like the club after the club and quit. In our place, you can find new members who want to join. Okay, just think of it like that. Who are these new members that want to join? You're gonna recruit new students and find them yourself, you idiot. I see, that's what I thought. Furukawa's pace slows. But even if I do find new members, I want you to stay in the drama club. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. I'm sure you'll find it fun. Is this girl stupid or something? I use my hand to hold back Shinohara, who has started grumbling to himself. Then I move to my face close to the tip of Furukawa's shoulders. Listen, I think you're getting our story mixed up with how you actually feel. What? Just forget it. Let's focus on finding an advisor for now. Okay, I'll do that. She picks up her pace again. You grab a teacher we recognize and ask if she knows which teacher used to be the drama club's advisor. Give me 2 seconds, guys. What was that noise? Who knows? Oh, that was Kimura-sensei. He teaches ancient literature. You know him, right? Yeah, I know him well, but I never knew that he was the drama club advisor. The club really must have been low-key. Where is he? I look around the teacher's room, but he's nowhere to be found. He might be in the guidance counselor's office right now. Okay, we'll try there. I'm surprised to see you 3 together, though. Why is that? Never expected a quiet, obedient girl like you to team up with 2 troublemakers. Is everything okay? Yes, they're my friends. Furukawa says the words with confidence. They seem to elicit a response, as a number of teachers suddenly turn our way. Many of them look suspicious, but when they make eye contact with me, they cheerfully go back to whatever it was they were doing before. Also, I'm a troublemaker too. What? Thank you very much. She ends the conversation by thanking the teacher. You know, I've only ever been inside the teacher's room to get yelled at. You saw their faces, right? They were like, what is it this time? So take that. Sometimes I show up for normal reasons. Jerks. He slams his foot into the door. Cut it out, we're leaving. Where to? To the guidance counselor's room, of course. Right, Furukawa? That's correct. To the guidance counselor's room. I'd rather not go in there, you know. As soon as we turn around, we see Kimura just as he exits the guidance counselor's office. Talk about lucky. Nice timing, Grandpa Ukes. Hey, Gramps, doing well? What could you want? He turns his deeply wrinkled face in our direction. Kimura was my homeroom teacher during my first year here. It's thanks to him that I was able to make it this far in school without incident. Come on. I push Furukawa in front of Kimura. My name is Nagisa Furukawa from Class 3B. Ah, I see. Would you agree to be the advisor for the drama club again? Ah, we want to bring the drama club back, Gramps. Big, right? Come on, won't you do it? Aha. His reaction is getting on my nerves, really getting on my nerves. You just have to nod yes, Gramps. Tsunohara seems to be getting impatient too, as he puts his hand on Kimura's head and tries to force him to nod. Tsunohara-san, please stop. We need to ask him in good faith. I've got plenty of good faith. It's just my methods that are reckless. If you realize what you're doing, then please stop. Hey, whose sake am I doing this for again? Please. He lets go. So what do you say, Sensei? Will you agree to be the drama club's advisor? Yes. Thank you very much. Well, what? Which is it? What's the matter, Gramps? Just say it. Could you go and talk to a second-year student named Nishina-san? Who's that? Okay, I'll try going. Furukawa hurriedly agrees without even hearing the details. She must want to separate Tsunohara and Kimura as fast as possible. Can you at least tell us what class she's in? I believe it was Class B. Okay, I appreciate it. Or perhaps it was Class C. Which is it? I think it was C. Yes, I'm certain. Thank you very much. We'll be back again later. Practice speaking faster by then. We leave the elderly teacher behind with a variety of parting words that went like, bye! Just as we reach the top of the staircase, we hear the first bell signaling the end of lunch break. Oh, we've already spent that much time? I didn't notice. We must have been so engrossed in what we were doing. Guess we'll do the rest after school. Fiddlesticks. It's now the class after lunch. Wait, is this a fake out? Oh, no, it's not. Skip, 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 skip. Botan, super cute, but skip, skip, skip. 2C reads the sign we've all gathered under. The kids inside eye us with suspicion as they get ready to go home. It'd be tougher to leave your class when 3 upperclassmen are milling around in front of the door. Go and talk to her, Furukawa. Sunahara and I will be waiting here. Yes. She obediently nods and saunters into the classroom. She gets the attention of one of the female students and asks her a question. The girl points towards the window. There I see another girl. Furukawa thanks the first girl, then begins to walk towards the window. When she does, she starts to talk to the girl there. Hey, punk! You're trying to avoid looking at me, aren't you? Sunahara is killing time by picking fights with passing boys. I just keep my eyes fixed on Furukawa. She's smiling and moving her hands all over the place as she desperately explains her case. After a bit, it's her turn to listen next. She nods again and again at the girl's words. She strikes me as the quiet type. Eventually, the class empties to the point where they're the only 2 inside. Don't you think it's okay to go in now? Sunahara asks me a question. Yeah, I guess. We enter in after her. What's up? We're the drama club. Sunahara greets her in an intimidating fashion. Sorry to intrude. Not at all. The girl looks down. So what's up, Furukawa? So, well, there's a problem. What is it? Come on, you can tell me. Nishina-san seems to want to make a choral club, but she's in the same situation as us with no advisor. And she says that she asked Kimura-sensei to be her club advisor the other day. But when she did, she didn't have anyone else who wanted to join her club. It was just her. After that, though, she spent time finding other members, and now she has 3. Nishina-san worked very hard to make everything happen. I see. I guess that is a problem. Yes, we want to ask Kimura-sensei to be our advisor, but Nishina-san wants to ask as well. What should we do? Furukawa has her eyes set on mine. I guess we'll try another teacher. I offer a compromise. I tried other teachers. The choral club girl begins to talk, her face still to the ground. But the only ones who aren't advisors seem to be Kimura-sensei and people like the principal and vice principal. Looks like a fight over the old man, then. But we do have seniority, you know. Hey, Nathan Bowie. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome to getting an advisor for the club time. That is our mission, our destiny right now. You're doing great? Awesome. Good to see you today. Knock it off. I'm sorry for taking your time. We'll talk it over and come back. Goodbye for now. She bows her head to the second-year student before pushing us out of the class. I'm going to say it again. We're the older students here. If we don't tell her otherwise, she'll pull out on her own. I don't want that to happen. We ought to be the same. We both begin at the same starting line, so we can't let the fact that we're a little older than her decide the outcome. And on top of that, I'm alone. When I talk to her, I lie to her about how many potential club members we have. She works so hard to gather 3 members. Even though we begin at the same starting line, she might already be ahead of me. Hey, you're doing a lot too. You're working like crazy. I know that for a fact. Don't give up. Keep on at it. I'm sure there's something we can do. You really think so? Listen, you. Oops, guess my tongue slipped there. Sheesh, sorry. Don't make that scary face at me. Okay, I'll think it's about time for me to break off. Say hi to your mom and dad for me. Huh? Okay. Thank you for your help today. Furukawa watches Sunahara as he walks off. Can't believe him. But today really was a lot of fun. Huh? It's a lot of fun when all of us work toward the same goal. We've come up empty-handed. I can't understand what would cause a person to smile in the end despite that. But that is all I need to see to feel like this day of scrambling around school was worthwhile. But the feeling only lasts for a moment, scattering when I see someone's small figure leaning against the door of a neighboring classroom down the hall. That's... You go ahead. Why? Can't we go home together? Well, I forgot something. Leaving Furukawa behind, I run after the silhouette. Who could it be? Hey, what are you doing?
What?
She jumps back in a fluster.
The weird person.
Yep, it's the weird person. But aren't you pretty weird yourself too?
No, Fuku is not weird at all. If Fuku had to choose, she'd say she's a normal, well-behaved girl.
Yeah, stealing is totally what a normal, well-behaved girl would do. So what bad deed are you plotting today?
Fuku doesn't ever do anything bad. Fuku's only trying to bring happiness to people.
Huh, just what are you planning?
Well, let's say, with this overly cute...
She embraces the carving. And again, travels to her fantasy world. Just what am I supposed to do? Oh... I think I know what to do. Hang on, let me see just in case. Yep. Prank! What kind of prank? Make her drink juice with her nose, put her around somewhere. Move Fuko somewhere else is what I need to do. I grab Fuko by the shoulders and pull her forward step by step. I take a turn at the corner and leave the traced out Fuko at the end of the narrow passageway. Then I innocently return to my position in the corridor to wait for her. It's taking some time.
What?
With her wits once again about her, Fuko runs out of the passageway.
Fuku was in some strange place just now. There was a line of many weirdly shaped toilet bowls.
Excellent. You have learned something new. The place you just described is called the male washroom.
Why was Fuku in such a place?
How should I know? Maybe you just wandered in there without realizing it.
So that's what happened. Please intervene before something like that happens again.
How about you stop spacing out?
Fuku is not spacing out. If you have to know, Fuku's always extremely sharp.
Just what part of you is sharp? Anyway, you should be thankful it's me you're dealing with. If you were to act so defenseless in front of some weirdo, they might just go and kidnap you. Fuko's pointing her finger at me sharply. Well, yeah, I wouldn't deny it, but not just me. You know, other weirdos like me are gonna show up. You don't want that to happen, do you? Right now, she must be imagining a dozen of me yelling, "Heave-ho!" while carrying her away. That's kind of freakish.
That's the worst!
See, although it featured me, your impression is probably right on the spot. But that's exactly the reason why we must not let that happen. You need to stop zoning out like that.
Fuku is extremely sensitive to her surroundings, so there's nothing to worry about.
Very well. Next time I'll try something extreme to prove how much of a brickhead you are. Carving the oath onto my heart, I turn around and walk away. I'm out of here. Suckers. It's still not too late. Maybe I should catch up with Furukawa. But if I had to run just to catch up with her, isn't that like chasing after a girl's ass? What? As I keep walking with my head occupied by such thoughts, thwack. Arg! Someone just forcibly put something inside my shirt. Something huge. There's only one idiot who would do something like this. You little... She's already out of reach the moment I turn around. It seems silly to chase after her now. I take out the thing she stuck inside my shirt. What the heck is this? A carving of a star? It's about as big as a fully opened hand. Looks like a star no matter how I look at it. Isn't this what she's been carving? If it is, does she need 700 of these? For what reason? A hobby? Or art? Did God instruct her to do it? Geez, I don't understand her at all. The star is badly balanced, not to mention the wood scales, which are virtually everywhere. But I know how much effort she put into this. Just what am I supposed to do with this thing? To be frank, it's burdensome. Oh, let's see. I believe bring home. Boop. How do I take it back home? Well, first you save it. And then you read. My flat bag can't possibly hold this. Hang on. Okay, good. Guess I'll have to find a different bag to put it in. I pass through the school entrance, but there is no one to be found. This hour is the limbo between where the clubless students go home and when clubs finish for the day. I'm going home. Just as I walk down the hill, oh, you got here just in time. I meet Tsunohara again. What is it? Help me out. What are you gonna do? I'm about to make my room super cyber. How? I'm gonna borrow a TV and a VCR from one of the second years. Wow, that really is super cyber. It sounds like this guy is pretty obsessed too. He's got a ton of dirty videos. Dang, I might stop coming to school entirely. I'll start calling you Pornohara Yohei as of tomorrow. Oh my gosh. That pun is just too much. You say that, mister, but you like that kind of stuff too, don't ya? I don't dislike it, but I don't know about watching that kind of thing shoulder to shoulder with another guy. If that's what you're worried about, one of us just needs to be considerate of the other when it really matters and leave the room. I appreciate it when others are considerate, but I'm not sure about that. Okay, let's go. Alright, do I help or do I not help? Looks like we are not helping. Tsunohara walks off alone. What, aren't you coming? He comes back. It's more trouble than it's worth. You want to watch too, don't you? Not particularly. Don't be like that, help me out. I don't want to have to lug a TV and a VCR around. Ask someone else. I see how it is. Fine. I wouldn't want to let you watch any of these videos anyway. Tsunohara runs off like a child. I'm going home. I get home at around 3 in the morning. Even so, he's up. Alone, drinking. I ignore him and try to pass straight in front of him. Tomoya-kun. He calls my name. Hey, Tomoya-kun. He calls my name again when I don't stand still. If I don't listen to what he wants now, he might follow me to my room. My only choice is to stop. What do you want? Did you make this, Tomoya-kun? Make what? I narrow my eyes. In his hands is a wooden star. After I got it from Fuko, I just tossed it in this room when I came home after school to change clothes. I think it was in the cloth bag where I keep my gym shoes though, so he took it out without asking me? And then he was staring at it because he thought I made it all this time? Did you make this in art class? It's cute. He strokes its rugged surface. Idiot. Of course I didn't make that. Oh, I guess you wouldn't. It is awfully cute. So, what is it then? Someone just handed it to me. A friend? Yeah. Well, we should take good care of it in that case. You want us to share it? I shudder at the thought. You can have it. So I tell him that. What? Really? Is that alright? He sounds happy. Yeah, it's yours. Do whatever you want with it. Okay, I'll take good care of it. Then, for the both of us. He seems to be done with me. I go back to my room and bury myself in my futon. I am now buried. Good morning! Yeah, morning. Furukawa comes up and stands beside me, as she always does. I should probably get back to my Twitch chat room now. Cool. Are you not sleepy today? No, not that much. That means you can concentrate in class. I'm not sure concentration is gonna do much for me at this point. That's not true at all. It's good to take classes. They're not just for getting good scores on tests. That's what I think. Do you not think that, Okazaki-san? I sure don't. I see. What a dull conversation. Still, I can tell that Furukawa is trying her hardest to find something to talk about. That's why... Hey, Faralicious. That's why I don't really mind whether or not the conversation is boring. Welcome to the stream today. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. This is Clannad. It is a visual novel. A very, very, very long visual novel. And it's also an anime as well. What have you been up to these days, though? Haven't seen you in forever. Decent at a random nosebleed. Oh my gosh, how did that happen? Did you slam your nose against something? At least it's a comfortable one. No, there's no such thing as a comfortable nosebleed. Tomoya. You know, I never asked. Are you smart? I ask her the question as we're partway up the hill. Just a random nosebleed? Uh-oh. Hope it's not like something that'll keep happening over and over. Are you okay now? What? Of course not. She looks perplexed for a second before answering. She makes it sound like that's just her lot in life. But it's not like you had to repeat a year because your grades were bad, so you can't be that dumb. The entrance exam to this school isn't exactly easy either. I can usually only score well on tests during the first trimester of the school year. But then I start taking more and more time off from school, so I can't attend class, and eventually I can't keep up. But you're taking the same classes this year that you took last. It makes them easy, right? That may be true, but good enough for me. I'll be counting on you when tests come around. What? Me? Yeah. Okay, I may not be able to do enough to help you out, but I'll try my best to teach you. You can just focus on the most important parts. What? That's not something I know how to do. I believe that you can't get a good score on a test without studying everything. Seriously, so I can't learn it all in one night? Of course not. You have to slowly build up what you know. If only we were in the same class. Oh, that's something I think as well. Then I'd be able to cheat off of you. That's not something I think. Blah, blah, blah. You were planning on doing a stream at some point today. Ooh. What are you gonna stream? Tell me. I gotta know. We pass through the school's entrance. I go to put on my hall slippers, then wait for Furukawa. Give me 2 seconds, everyone. Check something real quick. Okay, we're good. Not sure yet? Well, let me know, alright? And if you want to, whisper me when you start streaming and I'll see if I can watch ya. Hall slippers, wait for Furukawa. She doesn't end up showing, so I go over to look at the shoe rack for her class. Furukawa is there, lost in looking at a scrap of paper she's holding. What's that? Ah! She quickly hides it behind her back. Now I'm really curious. But there's no reason to be, it's just something boring. Then show it to me. I can't do that. Why not? Because it's very boring. You'll be disappointed when you read it, Okazaki-san. That's fine with me. It's not like it'll cause you trouble if I read it right. Well, that's true, but... I'm glad she's honest about it. I see that sheet of white paper by her waist and snatch it away. Oh, you can't! I read it. Give up on the drama club. If you don't, you're not going to like what happens. It's written entirely in blood. I mean, in characters drawn using a ruler. Huh? What is this? It's... Someone's trying to threaten you here? No, I'm sure it's a joke. If it is, it's one hell of a bad joke, wouldn't you say? My gosh, guys. Soon this game will be Doki Doki Literature Club soon. I remember the face of the girl we met after school yesterday. She didn't look like the kind of person who'd do something like this, but... Of course not. She would never do something like this. Please believe her. Yeah, it's probably the doing of one of her other club members. BRB Fairlicious, no problem. We'll be right here. What? You shouldn't suspect students we haven't even met yet. Well, yeah, but... Furukawa starts to get accusatory look. N. So I decide to cave in. Fine, I don't suspect anyone yet. Okay, but you should at least be careful, okay? Be careful of what? You know, of your surroundings. Why would I do that? Why, it says right here that you're not going to like what happens. I keep myself from saying the words. If I do, she'll accuse me again. So what does that mean? I need to be keeping an eye on her around the clock? I can't do that. Is something wrong? It's nothing. Shall we go to class? Yeah, I guess so. Ah! Furukawa's body shakes unnaturally when she tries to start walking. Furukawa! I catch her in my arms from behind. She's warm and soft. The hair that brushes against my nose smells good. Thank you. I just stumbled a little. I'm okay. Oh, I see. I let go of her. Oh, I really held her tight just now. I hope no one saw that. I turn around. Everyone saw that. Or just Sunahara. It's even worse. Yo! Sunahara is right there. How long have you been standing there? Of all times for him to show up this early. From about the time you tried and failed to push Furukawa to the ground to have your way with her. Oh, okay then. Hold on, that never happened. I saw how tight you were embracing her. I wasn't embracing her, I just helped her because she was about to fall over. Is that so? It certainly didn't look like that from behind. You really rushed straight in to grab her. There's a reason for that, you cretin. A reason? This? I hand him the scrap of paper. A split second later, I realize just how much of an idiot I am. I let Sunahara control how our entire exchange went. Huh? A written threat? Things are starting to get interesting. He was the last person I should have shown this to. Okay, now I must have your permission to go and crush the Choral Club, right? He puts his hands together and starts popping his knuckles. No, you can't! Furukawa starts to yell. You can't just decide automatically that this is something Nishina's son's group is responsible for. She wouldn't do something like this. She wants to work together with everyone else to sing songs. Someone like that would never do this. This is the first time I've heard Furukawa raise her voice like this. I really wonder about that. Sunahara doesn't seem to be the least bit affected by the fact, though. His goal has already changed his mind. He's gone from wanting to earn the right to all-you-can-eat bread to wanting to crush the Choral Club. It'd just be a fun way to kill time for someone as hot-headed as Sunahara, something he'd find much more interesting than bread. All the signs point to them. Who else would consider the disbanded drama club an enemy? Come on, tell me. Cut it out, you goon. Seriously? I know you're thinking the same thing. Is that true? Do you both think that Nishina-san's group did this? Of course we do. Right, Okazaki? Hang on. Hang on. Do I think that they did it? My answer is no! No. What? Are you seriously telling me that? Yeah, I am. 3 girls getting together to make a choral club wouldn't have the guts to do something like this. Eyes are not supposed to be right next to that mouth and nose like that. You mean this one? Or the girl's face? It's the other way around. It's the girls. You're slightly disturbed. Sorry, Farrelicious. That's just how animes are. Is it his or hers? The girls? It's girls that would do something like this. You couldn't possibly think that all the girls in this world have the same kind of personality as her, right? In the world? Both. In that case, I'll make sure to find a zoom-in feature, and we can just zoom in on their faces. And then Farrelicious will be slightly disturbed forever. Slightly disturbed Kappa. Ho 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 ho. Then it'd be covered in dongos. I never said anything like that. Anime equals damn. Also, Farrelicious, eyes are also not supposed to be this huge. Look at her eyes, they're gigantic. Her nose is non-existent, but her eyes is big. Big eyes. I never said anything like that. Oh yeah. Anyway, if that's how you're going to be, then I'm taking care of this on my own. Got that? You can't! Sunahara-san, please, don't do that! I'm still getting used to anime. Yeah, no problem. Don't worry about it. You should watch animes with characters that have, like, massive big eyes. Like level 9 or 10 in Desu, where their eyes are so big their heads are about to explode. At least his eyes are super, super small. But they're like way down here. Look how much headroom he has. Look, his forehead's massive. Parting with Furukawa, I am heading towards the classroom. A small girl is leaning against the door of the classroom. Oh, wait till you see this girl's eyes. Guess you won't be streaming today? Starting buffering like hell? Aww. My streamer, or your attempts at streaming? A small girl is leaning against the door of the next classroom. Wait, hang on. Oh my god, look at her eyes, they're huge! Who's this little brat? Someone you know? Sunahara cuts in, tilting his head towards Fuko, curiously. Well, you could say that, or maybe not.
There's another weird person.
What? Just what's weird about me?
The color of your hair is impossible.
We've only just met, and this is how you talk to me? Isn't she interesting? Twist your nose and see if a prize falls out.
Stop making things up.
She does look pretty funny when she's angry, yeah.
Fuko's angry face is not something to be amused by. Fuko just wants to talk to the weird person. There's too many people here, so please come this way. This place seems good enough. The thing Fuko wants to talk about is...
Okay, so what is it?
There are two weird persons, but Fuko only called one of you.
Is that so? Bye then.
You are the one Fuko called.
So that's me? She's grabbing my sleeve again. Didn't you call me a weird person just now?
You're a weird-haired person.
This brat just wants to start a fight, doesn't she? Look, my whole existence is weird to her, but thankfully, you're only partly weird. Whatever you say, I'll let it go this time. Sunahara walks away, still looking rather displeased.
Phew.
First of all, stop calling me the weird person. It's way too confusing.
What's your name again?
I don't even mind if you don't remember my name. Just don't call me weird. People start to... Alright, what's the choice here? What do we do? I'm gonna save it, because there's 3 choices. And you know what they say when there's 3 choices. We do... this one. Tell me you love me 24/7.
No!
Is that so?
Okazaki-san really is a rude person.
If my memory serves me right, I think I did take her into the male toilet. Alright, let me get back to my chat room. Alright, we're all good. Male toilet. Those things you saw were men's urinals.
Please don't suddenly drop weird statements like that.
No, that was my honest effort to figure out what I have to say to you.
That's the worst.
Well, you're not wrong. But other than that, skip. I didn't know what to do with it, so I gave it to my father. Well, it should be well taken care of, that's for sure. Even if it no longer belongs to me. For Fuko's arc, we're skipping a lot of Fuko's arc. Because we already saw the dialogue before. Don't worry, we'll get to her dialogue. There'll be plenty of Fuko dialogue coming up. Break! Ghosts? 2 students sitting in front of me are engrossed in absurd gossip, reference books still in hand. Yeah, sounds like people have been seeing a lot of them lately, especially a female student's ghost. For real? It's a stupid conversation, but whether or not I want to hear it, I do. His name is Boy A. There's this guy who knows that student too, and according to him, it's definitely a ghost. Are you serious? Yeah, because you see, that girl was in a traffic accident 2 years ago. They say she is hospitalized for a while, but in the end, they couldn't save her. She got in the accident right after starting high school, so she still felt an attachment to this place since she wasn't able to have a full high school experience. And that's apparently why she became a ghost that comes here for fun. It's kind of a sad story. But, you know... The guy who told you that is another 3rd year, right? Boy B. Yeah, you know what that means, right? What? He's trying to distract us from studying. What? In other words, he's trying to cut down on the number of potential rivals. Well, I guess that could be true. You shouldn't go quick to believe him, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe I was, but the rumor just feels kinda true, you know? Maybe a TV crew is going to come and make it a huge story. Yeah, right. What would Sunahara have done if he had heard this story? He'd probably be excited, tugging on my arm right about now, saying we should go check it out. A childlike glow captured in his fascinated manic eyes. Manic eyes. I look at the empty seat next to me. Good thing he's not here. Of course there's no such thing as ghosts. Ghosts? What a funny thing to say. And next time class gets out, Sunahara calls me and Furukawa out to the hall. I figured out the culprit. You seriously went out and investigated? Don't worry, I was discreet. So our criminal, it was someone from the choral club after all. A girl named Sugisaka. She looks like such a good girl too. How'd you figure it out? One of her classmates saw her do it. It happened late after school yesterday. This classmate thought it was strange that she was by the third-year shoe rack and was wondering what she was doing. She remembered which class's shoe rack it was too. Class B. Plus she's in the choral club. It has to be her. You better not be making this stuff up. I'm telling the truth. I'll even give you the name of the student who told me. You can go ask him yourself. It's fine. Well, that's the deal. You really never can tell with girls, can you? So, now do you see how naive you were being? He asked the question directly to Furukawa, who's sitting there in silence. You just keep your mouth shut. Hey, who is it again that you have to thank for figuring out the truth? I didn't care about figuring out the truth. You're wrong. Huh? About what? I'm sure she has some very special reason. Some very special reason for having done it. Look, there she goes again, being naive. Everyone plays dirty. There's just a concern about things turning out well for themselves. You're gonna look like a real sucker if you're the only one playing by the rules. Come on, President, just say the words. Tell me to go get you your club no matter what it takes. If you do, I promise you'll get exactly what you want. I never said anything like that. I feel terrible for that girl who's working hard to do things fair and square. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. She's not. You're the only person here doing things by the book. Go home, Sunahara. Why? I've come this far with you guys. Let me keep going. I'm not kidding. Go home. You're pissing me off. You're trying to tell me that she's the one in the right here? Sunahara turns his back to us. Fine, whatever. Just do your own thing. He walks off down the hallway. I can't even bring myself to cover for him by telling Furukawa that he's not such a bad guy despite how he acts sometimes. I think we're back, guys. The internet itself crashed. I'm gonna lose my freaking head eventually. Alright, let's start again. Shorter stream again. Gosh darn it. I'll be sure to properly thank him later. How was she able to give him that much benefit of the doubt? Don't come close to Furukawa anymore. Why not? Your personalities clash way too much. You two live in different worlds. Welcome Hellfire Skyrim, by the way, if you're still here. Hopefully you're doing well. What's the big problem? It's a fresh experience for me. Listen, Sunahara, you're a huge pain in the ass to that girl. Did she really say that herself? I wonder if she was bothering her. No. She even covered for him at the end just now. She didn't, did she? He was no pain to her. In fact, she wanted to thank him. Or what? Do you like her or something? It's not like that. Then what's the problem? You're just there for the bread anyway. Yeah, I guess. I can't take back what I said after everything that happened. You know, though, it really is fun being around someone who's that unlike me. Girls like that don't normally hang around guys like us, you know. Guys like us. That's right. Sunahara and I are supposed to be two of a kind. Cynical about everything. Always sneering. Always cold. That's how we've spent 2 years as high school students thus far. In that case, am I doing the same thing as Sunahara? Am I just having fun observing this strange new plaything that I've discovered? Fourth period ends and lunch break begins. What are you doing for lunch? You're gonna eat with this girl? Yeah, I am. Are you eating with that super popular bread you were talking about? I'm going to eat cafeteria bread. Her too? Yeah, we're both eating cafeteria bread. Seriously? What are you gonna do? I've had enough of the bread from the cafeteria. I'm eating something nice for a change. You have that kind of money? Of course I don't. Sunahara keeps laughing as he leaves the room, so as if to say that he doesn't need any to make things work out. Can't believe him. I can't believe him. After that, I meet with Furukawa in the courtyard as I always do. Did you not invite Tsunohara-san? He went off on his own when he heard that we were eating bread from the cafeteria. He says he's tired of it or something. He's probably just cornering people and pestering them for lunch money, regardless. That's the kind of guy he is. All he cares about is what'll make him happy. Once he gets bored, he stops caring. Is that true? Yeah. We both sit down on the stone steps and begin eating our bread. I stare at Furukawa's face in profile, with my mouth slightly agape, watching as she gobbles up her bread. What is Furukawa to me? Is she really just a curiosity, nothing more? She probably is. Yeah. In fact, she's definitely only a curiosity. Yeah. No! No, that's not it. She was the one who calmed me down the time I ran away from my old man, too. She probably didn't mean to do it at all, but when I saw her smile, it brought me back to my senses. Even when I'm going through a tough time, it's like all she needs to do is smile and I'm fine. That's why, if you're just gonna be crying all alone otherwise, call me over. I told her that. That's right. While it hasn't been long since we first met, I feel like we've really been helping each other out, sticking up for one another. Done eating her bread, Furukawa looks in my direction. Our eyes meet. I wonder if she's figured out that I've been looking at her this whole time. What is it? I try to act cool as I reply to her with a question of my own. Oh, may I ask you a question? Sure, as many as you want. It's about Tsunohara-san. Tsunohara? Yes, why does he hate clubs so much? Did he tell you that? Yes, the first time we met. He said something along the lines of people in clubs being disgusting, and that both you and he are the same in that way. I heard why you don't like club activities, Okazaki-san, but I still don't know why he feels that way. It's just like he said, he and I are the same. What do you mean by that? He was in a club as a first year too, but he got in a fight with a student from another school and got suspended over it. He was eventually dropped from the varsity team, and so he just quit the club since there wasn't a place for him in it any longer. I see, so that's what happened. If that's the case, then I want Tsunohara-san to be here too. I understand that feeling very well. It's a lot of fun when everyone works together towards the same goal. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I return to the classroom and Tsunohara shortly follows suit. Man, am I stuffed. I had an 80-yen pork cutlet ball and udon combo meal. Can you believe it? I'm gonna sleep well this afternoon. Yeah, sweet dreams. Yawn. This is so boring. I look to my right. Tsunohara is there, face down and sleeping on his desk. Well, it's true that the easiest way to make class go by is to merely sleep right through it until school's over. Hang on. What? So the choices here are sleep and go for a walk. The thing in the guide says a change of mood. What the heck, guide? What is you doing? Alright, let me find some other guide for this one. Clannad walkthrough. We'll go through each one. Steam community walkthrough. Will this have what I'm looking for? Hope so. Hang on. Yeah, this guide here is all over the place. All over the place, my dudes. Hang on, hang on. Hang on, guys. Did I skip a bunch? I think I skipped a bunch too. Whoops. Misai, Tamoyo, Yukine, Kotomi, the sisters, Kappei, Mei, Fuko. There we are, Fuko. Go for a walk. See, that's all you had to do, other guide. All you had to do was do Go for a walk, not a change of heart. What does that even mean? Ah, God. Alright. But this guide is the closest one that makes sense. There's just little moments like this that just drive me up the wall. Drive me up the wall. I'm tired, but not sleepy for some reason. Hellfire Skyrim said something. Hang on. What did you say? Finally, the endless ad ended. It finally stopped talking about burning something down. Sounds fun. Welcome to the stream, Hellfire Skyrim. How are you doing? How's your day going? Maybe it's because I haven't moved around at all. I'll leave the classroom for a refresher. Guess I'll go buy another drink. On my way back, tap, tap, tap. Something small darts past me. You're doing well? Oh yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you're doing well. Call out to it, do nothing. The thing here says stop her. So, WTF guide. Hey, I'm gonna guess that stop her means call out to it. Hearing my voice, Fuko stops and turns around.
Ah, the weird person.
And as always, a star sculpture can be seen in her hands. You're no better than me. Running around the school with something like that in your hand. Are you a kid?
Of course not. If you must know, Fuko is very mature for her age.
I'm actually quite amazed you can even say something like that. You're like the brattiest student I've ever seen in this school. She points straight at me. What's this? Are you trying to say I'm brattier than you? She nods.
Fuko is busy. There's no time to play around.
A rather big mouth you've got there. I see. How is what you're doing any different from playing around?
Totally different. Fuko has desperately thought about what's best for Ona-chan. And after a lot of thinking, Fuko came up with this wonderful, adorable...
Hey! I try waving my hand in front of her eyes. No reaction whatsoever. She seems to have gone off to that other world again. Just what am I supposed to do? Is it time for a prank again? I think it is. What's the prank this time? The prank is... What kind of prank? Make her drink juice. Put her around somewhere. Switch the person she's talking to. Let me save one more time. It is this one again. Put her around somewhere. Boop. Again. I grip Fuko by the shoulders and pull her forward, step by step. Okay, we're back. Or rather, I'm back in my chat room. I knock on the door of one of the rooms on the third floor, first floor, or whatever floor. No reply. That means no one is inside. After slipping inside the room, I leave Fuko sitting on the innermost chair and go back to the corridor. Everything is ready. I stand in the distance and wait. As usual, she's taking forever. I notice the teacher descending the staircase. He heads straight to the room where I put Fuko and enters. I keep on waiting.
Wah!
She's coming out. What's wrong, Fuko?
Fuko was in some strange place again. Fuko was sitting on a really big soft chair with armrests. It was so comfy, but suddenly there was a bearded old man standing right beside Fuko and smiling. It was really creepy.
Excellent. You have learned something new. The person you just described is the most important individual in this school. He's the school principal, and the place you were in is in the principal's office.
What? But Fuko used this to hit his head as hard as possible.
Sounds like that hurt like hell.
Seriously though, why was Fuko in such a place?
Really? Such a mystery.
So mysterious. It's unsettling to think that Fuko might have some weird habit.
Which you do.
But Fuko always pays attention to her surroundings, so that's not possible.
Listen to what people say, will you? I've never met anyone as full of openings as you.
Impossible. Fuko was born with a cautious instinct.
Is that so? There's nothing more to be gained from this prank? Hell yeah. Am I dumb or something?
Fuku's busy, and yet she has wasted time on something so meaningless.
Are you going to hand these things out again?
Of course. Well then.
With that said, she trots away. I decide to return to the classroom. Dot. After classes end, Furukawa starts rehearsing for the information session inside the clubroom. Both Sunahara and I sit on the floor, watching her practice. Is this really what we should be doing right now? There might not even be an information session. I ignore him and continue to watch Furukawa in silence as she earnestly tackles the challenge ahead of her, all the way up until the sun begins to set in the west sky. Another night in Sunahara's room. I'm just gonna do that. Sunahara's little sister, huh? I think we already talked to her, so we're just gonna skip it. Good morning! We're doing 24 now. Yeah, morning. Furukawa searched for the topic of conversation. Hang on a minute. Let me get back to my Twitch chat. Again? Your voice sounds worn out, you know. In an attempt to give her a helping hand, I break the ice. What, do you really think so? Well, you did do all of that practicing yesterday. Yes, I did practice a lot. I hope you get to start practicing instead of information sessions after this. Yes, me too. Me too. I part with Furukawa as I am heading towards the classroom. Something small dashes past me once again. Stop her again, I think. Boop. Hey.
Huh?
Hearing my voice, Fuko stops and turns around.
Ah! That's the worst!
But I haven't done anything.
Whatever you're going to do, it won't be anything nice. So Fuku will be leaving now.
Fine, it's not like I have any business with you. Feel free to go. Well then,
see you around.
As soon as she raises her head, she hastily turns around about to start running away. But she doesn't get far. The slippery wax floor takes her down after one single step. As her backside kisses the ground, the wooden star slips out of her hand and finds its way back to freedom. But I'm not about to let it go. I raise my hand to catch the star in midair.
It was a very embarrassing moment. It makes Fuko look like a klutz.
Nah, you're the real thing.
No, Fuko is not a klutz. If you have to choose, Fuko's more on the dexterous side.
Totally. Your reflexes must be on par with those of a sloth.
That's not true. Fuko's athletic ability is surprisingly good. I'd be
pretty amazed if you were any good at sports. What are your PE grades like?
Will you accept grades from elementary school?
Sure.
It was, keep up the good work.
Here we go. We haven't seen this in a while. I don't think we saw this last stream at all. The grades in elementary school in Japan are not based on numbers, but rather vague expressions, such as very well done, let's try harder, etc. Super well done, very well done, let's try harder, you suck, you're worthless, and just leave school already. Those are all of them, right? Isn't that like super average?
The rest of Fuko's grades were like that too, but Ona-chan said Fuko was good with her hands.
Well, she's family, so she has to be nice.
You're making it sound like Ona-chan lied to Fuko.
If you're so good with your hands, how did you get all those injuries?
Because it's a Fuko, the injuries are only this bad. If it was you, someone would have to call an ambulance.
If that was the case, half of the students in art class would have to move around on stretchers.
No, just you.
Why only me? Just so you know, I'm totally confident that I can do almost anything more skillfully than you.
It's unthinkable.
Well said. Then let's have a tongue twister competition. We'll say red leather, yellow leather, 3 times fast, okay?
Yes.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. How was it?
The last part sounded like vinyl.
You think anyone's tongue could slip that way? Seriously, I don't know how you could be so sly.
What do you mean by sly?
You made up that vinyl thing.
That's not true. Fuko is all about fair play. The whole neighborhood can't shut up about how fair play Fuko is.
What kind of neighborhood is that? Fine, whatever. It's your turn. Say it quickly. It would take forever to keep arguing with her.
Yes, Fuko will start now. Huh?
She takes in a big breath.
How was that?
Don't put on that "see what I did there" face. You didn't get it right, not even once.
It's impossible to say it properly.
But I did, didn't I?
It's Fuko's first time trying it. Unlike you, who has been practicing every night.
What kind of a time waster do you think I am?
Fuko doesn't have time to play around with a loafer.
I should be the one saying that. Jeez.
Fuko will be going now.
Fine, just go.
Ah!
She seems to have realized something.
Not here. It's not here.
She pats herself down all over. It would be really hilarious if this thing in my hand is what you're looking for. I show her the star sculpture that I've been holding.
Ah, that's it. When did you take it?
Didn't you see it in my hands the whole time we were talking?
But you were the first to receive one. Your desire to collect something so incredibly cute is understandable, but please give it up.
You know, I kinda stretched out my hand to save this thing from smashing to the ground when you threw it away.
Is that what happened?
Exactly.
Fuko didn't realize that. Thank you very much. Here,
take it back.
Actually, as an apology, Fuko will let you hug it a little longer.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I press the thing against my chest. She is standing next to me waiting. Yeah, am I some kind of idiot? Unable to stand it any longer, I push the carving back into Fuko's hand.
You've had enough?
What good would come from hugging something like that?
It's relaxing.
Relaxing?
Yes, like this.
Oh dear, she's doing it again. Is it time for a prank again? Yes. I'm going to save one more time. Prank! What kind of prank? Find someone to pretend to be self. This one. Switch the person she's talking to. I glance around the corridor. An underclassman is heading this way. I call him over and have him stand before the daydreaming Fuko. What did you want? Let me get back to my chat room now. For all we know, everyone's talking smack against me. What did you want? When she's come to, keep telling her I'm Okazaki. My face has changed. Huh? What for? I have to prove to her that she keeps spacing out all the time. Please do exactly as I say. Ha! Then if she asks why, tell her I occasionally molt out of my skin. For everything else, just go with apparently. Got it? Well, yeah. I take a few steps back. Take a few steps away to observe them from a safe distance.
Huh?
Phil goes back to reality.
What were we talking about? Huh?
She's realized the person standing before her isn't me.
Where did Okazaki-san go?
I'm Okazaki. My face has changed.
What? Please wait a moment. One more time. What happened to Okazaki-san?
I'm Okazaki. My face has changed.
What? Okazaki-san, your face has really changed. Just what on earth could have happened to you?
I occasionally melt out of my skin.
Well, wait a moment. That's too shocking of a confession. Okazaki-san, do you molt?
Apparently. 10 out of 10, best prank. You know it. And it only works on Fuko as well. That's the best.
How can you be so calm? Or how can you be so calm about it? Fuko never knew such a person existed. Or maybe it's common and Fuko just wasn't aware of it. So, are there other people who molt like you?
Apparently.
So there are. Fuko doesn't molt. Or rather, Fuko wouldn't want to. It's such a gross thing to do.
It is incredibly confusing.
It is incredibly confusing. The overturn of common sense. Is this just a bad dream? Or is this real life?
Apparently.
Oh, this is real life? There's no way to put it in the words. The shocking truth.
Oh god, this is amazing. That's enough, I signal the male student. Then I switch places with him while Fuko's still burying her face in her hands.
Phew.
Hey Fuko.
It's such a shock, but there is no choice but to accept the new Okazaki-san. Wait, you just melted again! Or rather, you put your old skin back on.
What the heck are you talking about?
You had a different face just now, and you said that was because you molted out of your old skin.
What? Where on earth would you ever find a person who molts? Humans aren't snakes, you know.
Eh? Ah,
What's wrong?
no, this is somewhat relieving. So it was just a bad dream after all. That wasn't good for the heart at all.
That's what you get for daydreaming all the time.
Fuko doesn't daydream.
She hasn't learned anything at all.
Fuko's busy, and yet she has wasted time on something so meaningless.
At least I had plenty of fun. Are you going to hand out those things again?
Of course.
Well then.
Well then.
With that said, she trots away. I too rushed to my classroom. Trot, 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 trot. Sunahara still isn't around. He's probably late yet again. I get to my chair and begin to look out the window. Oh no, I stay there doing the same thing even after classes start. Fourth period ends. Guess I'll go. Whoa, oh hey, it's you, Okazaki. Just as I leave the classroom, I happen to run into Sunahara. You going to get lunch? Don't follow me. Oh, don't be like that. Wait for me while I put my bag down. I'll get bread from the cafeteria too. Sunahara enters the classroom. I walk off without waiting for him. Hey, I told you to wait for me. You're so antisocial, you know? Sunahara ends up in the courtyard, having followed us there.
Hello, Sunahara-san.
Furukawa welcomes him with a smile. Aren't you two gonna eat lunch?
I'm sorry, we both just finished.
What am I saying? I'm getting all the voices wrong. You're too slow. The cafeteria was super packed. Well, I guess I'll start eating. Sunahara plunges his head inside the paper bag he's holding and pulls a piece of bread out.
Oh, please take my seat.
Furukawa gets up as she says this. We'll scoot over, won't we? Yeah. After she gets my approval, she makes space. By sitting down closer to me. Sorry. Sunahara sits down next to Furukawa. Time to eat. Just as he bites into his bread. He looks toward the school building and stops chewing. Ahead of him is a female student by herself, a new visitor. She spots us, walks over, and steps directly in front of us. My name is Sugisaka. I'm Nishina-san's friend. Despite the rough stares pointed her way coming from me and Sunahara, she does her best to greet us calmly. Oh, you! Sunahara is the first to stand.
Please wait, Sunahara-san.
Furukawa grabs his arm. Please, let me handle this. Fine, whatever. Sugisaka, I remember Sunahara saying that name, the culprit behind the threatening letter. Furukawa probably knows that too.
My name is Nagisa Furukawa. I'm a third-year student. What brings you all the way here?
I came here to talk to you about Nishina-san. Will you please hear me out?
Yes, of course. Please go ahead.
I don't really want to spread around the campus. Will you promise me to keep it to yourselves?
Yes, we promise.
This conversation stays here. The girl looks at me next. Oh, sure, I won't tell anyone. He won't either. I give her my word. Thank you. First, I apologize for writing that awful letter. That was something I did on my own. I thought that we wouldn't be able to form the choral club unless I did something like that. I'm very sorry.
You don't need to worry one bit. Sunahara's fists are sitting on top of his knees, trembling.
Please continue.
Okay. Nishina-san, Rie-chan, is a very talented girl. She's musically talented. She played the violin ever since she was little. She won lots of contests, and even got to play in huge halls in front of massive crowds of people. And she looked so majestic and so beautiful. She was so cool. Lots of adults had great hopes for her future. She had plans to attend high school overseas, actually. That way, she would be able to have even better musical instructors. But just before she could, she looks down, her voice beginning to quiver. Rie-chan got in an accident. I don't want to hear this. This is going to turn into... And her hands couldn't grip things like they used to be able to. Same story as mine. She wasn't able to play the violin any longer, and couldn't go to that high school out of the country either. That's when she came to this school, together with me. After the accident, Rie-chan seemed so lifeless.
I tried really hard to cheer her up, but nothing worked. It made me sad too. But then, one day, we met someone wonderful, our ancient literature teacher, Kimura-sensei. Kimura-sensei taught Rie-chan how amazing music can be all over again. He told her that even if she couldn't play an instrument, she could still make music. And after he did, he began to sing. Though his voice was hoarse and he wasn't always on tune, he was always singing from the heart. The song touched Rie-chan, and she began to sing too. When she did, she looked like the old energetic Rie-chan. After that, she started to want to show as many people as she could how wonderful singing can be. That's why she wanted to make a choral club, something this school doesn't have. Together with Kimura-sensei, I feel the same way. She wipes the tears that have begun to well in her eyes and smiles as she talks. And then, please, don't get in Rie-chan's way. She bows deeply. Furukawa is sitting there, still as can be. Don't listen to her, Furukawa! Tsunohara starts to shout. What kind of coward would use a handicap like that to try to earn someone's sympathy? A handicap like that? You're naive for thinking you could pull that to get us on your side. When he says those words, I realize something. The three of us are alike. All three of us had no choice but to abandon something we wanted to because of bad luck. All three of us were denied our modest little high school dreams. I understand that feeling. I hear Furukawa's words in my head. Us three are closer than I thought, and none of us ever used to be that bad luck as a shield. Use that bad luck as a shield. Tsunohara and I never tried to get back into a club, and turned into the people we are now. And Furukawa is struggling to start all over from scratch, after she spent nearly a year fighting for her illness, before finally beating it. That's why Tsunohara can't forgive someone trying to use something similar as a shield. I feel the same way. That kind of handicap? Tsunohara tosses the half-eaten piece of bread in his hand to the ground. It bounces and rolls towards the feet of the girl in front of us, Sugisaka. Despite all that, she just continues to look down at the ground, not so much as flinching. I can't say no to that. In fact, I should be the one asking for forgiveness. I was trying to get Kimura-sensei to be the drama club advisor for my own sake, while all of that was going on unknown to me. Furukawa, there's nothing you could have done about that. You didn't know. But now I do know, so I'll give up. Why? If I try to do what I want to, then Nishina-san's dreams won't be able to come true. I'm going to give up. Thank you. The Sugisaka girl raises her head after thanking Furukawa, and then she returns to the school building with a clear expression on her face. You idiot! Tsunohara keeps screaming the words over and over, even after we can no longer see her. Furukawa picks up the piece of bread that's fallen on the ground and gives it back to him. Damn it! Afterward, we head to the teacher's room and talk to Kimura. Tsunohara is already gone. He went off somewhere, still bubbling with rage. I just stand behind Furukawa and listen to her talk. Is that all right? Yes, and how is the one who wanted to create the drama club in the first place? I don't have anyone who wants to join. I see. Are plays not popular in this day and age? That may be the case. But I like them. I'm sure you'll have other opportunities. That's all, Kimura-sensei. Please take good care of Nishina-san, Sugisaka-san, and all of the many other choral club members who I haven't met yet. Having entrusted the future of the choral club to the elderly teacher, we leave the teacher's room. We don't bother going to the club room, instead heading to the courtyard, bags in hand. All we can do now is go home. Isn't there something else we can do? There has to be something. It's fine, Okazaki-san. I made a promise to Sugisaka-san. That's why I won't try to create a drama club any longer. You never promised her that. All you said is that you wouldn't get in the choral club's way. Okazaki-san? What? I had a lot of fun. Doing what? Working together. We may not have been able to accomplish our goals, but the things we gained were even more important than that. I was able to become good friends with you, Okazaki-san. I was able to become friends with Tsunohara-san too. Me, of all people. Me, an awkward crybaby. I guess you're right. But you know, Furukawa, You've become a lot stronger than you were. Compared to back when you were stuck worrying at the bottom of that hill, even if you are awkward or a crybaby, you worked hard to get to where you are now. You worked hard, even worrying about other people's problems like they were your own.
Really?
Yeah, at least that's how I feel about it. I'm happy to hear that then. My body may be weak, but I've been trying to become someone with strength, someone who never gives up. Tears suddenly start to drip from the sides of Furukawa's eyes. I'm so happy. I'm so glad. And then she looks down, puts both hands to her eyes, and starts crying. I place my hand on her head. Again? Alright, let's see. Watch her? Alright, everyone listen to the music while I look up another guide again. Good guides, everyone. Do 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 boo 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 do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Stay like this. Sorry, Nagisa. She's like a child, always trying so hard. It's just that her bad luck keeps her from seeing the results she deserves. That's why I want to confront her like this. In that case, you need to keep putting your all into it and move forward. Yes, you're right. Furukawa wipes her tears. Other fun things will come along, and you might still be able to act in plays anyway. Yes, I'll give it my best. Oh, let me get to my guide. This gosh darn music, guys. The gosh darn Big Dongo family song. Hang on. 24 I'm on. Am I on April 24? Yeah, I am. I'll give it my best. She says the words as if to encourage herself. Now I'm on the 25th. Yay! I am on the 25th. Do. It's so bright. I bury my head in my futon to try to fall back to sleep. Asleep. I've been getting to school on time for a while now, so I should be allowed to be late today. The drama club stuff ended up not working out, but at least it settled down a bit. Yes, I thought we could go to school together every morning from now on. I bet she's waiting for me today, too. If you wait for me, you'll be late for school every day, you know. That's okay. It's much better than not going at all. She'll probably be late for school. I shove the futon off my body and sit up, annoyed. Great, I thought too much and now I'm awake. One girl, sitting there on the street blankly, stands out among the students walking to school. Morning. I greet her from behind. Oh, good morning, Okazaki-san. She hops around as if she's dancing and smiles. We were nearly late. Let's go. Sure. Maybe my body has gotten used to this routine. It's really not such a bad life, actually. But I can't deny that it was hard to wake up this morning. So what is it that I'm getting in return for subjecting myself to the agony that is waking up at the crack of dawn? Going to school with a girl? Well, I guess some people might consider that enough. But it is her. I stare at her. Is there something on my face? No. I guess she would probably count as one of the cuter girls at this school. I never really considered that fact. I was too caught up in her timid personality. We'll be late, Okazaki-san. She seems cheerful, as if nothing is worrying her right now. Hey, cat. Welcome to the stream. Seeing I'm playing Clannad again? Yes, I am. I am Clannading hard today, and we'll be doing a lot of Clannad. But how are you doing? How's life? This gosh darn music. Oh, maybe that's why she seems even cuter than ever. Yeah. I begin climbing the hill, flustered. I start to hear the sound of a ball being thumped against the ground. Furukawa looks in the direction of the sound, and then... Oh! She raises her voice in surprise. It's Tsunahara-san! What? I glance in the same direction. When I do, I see Tsunahara. He's in the school's front yard, dribbling a basketball. Same old. That's good. I hope the same old is a good thing. But it's good to see you today. Very good. What the hell is he doing? He's deciding to start playing basketball. He's a third year. It's not like he can join a club now. There's no point. That's not what I mean. He's decided to play by himself. He'd never start do something that pitiful. He'd never start do something that pitiful. That's good. That's good. Tsunahara seems to notice us. He stops dribbling before walking our way. Yo! Good morning, Tsunahara-san. So you started playing basketball, Tsunahara-san? Don't get it wrong. This is just a means to an end. Excuse me? I want to make those naive pushovers understand. Handicaps don't mean anything. Okazaki, you'll join me, right? You too, Ultima? How am I today? I'm good. I woke up, I watched my daily animus, and now I'm here, playing Clannad. So today's a good day so far. The three of us are going to take on the varsity basketball team in a game of 3-on-3. And we're gonna win. How in the world did you come up with that idea? Doesn't it piss you off? They're using that girl's handicap as a shield and are acting like they run the place because of it. Yeah? Please don't get involved with them. You can't. It's fine. That kind of thinking is how we lose. We need to tackle this head on and win. It'll really mean something if we do. Okazaki-san? What will you do, Okazaki-san? Let's do this, Okazaki. There's no way I can, and you know that. I hold my right shoulder with my opposite hand. It's fine, just leave the shooting to me. You can be the playmaker. There's no way I'm doing it. Why do I have to get dragged into this plot of yours? It's like something out of a shonen manga. Because this involves you, Okazaki. What that girl said really didn't piss you off? That's good to hear. Thanks. Thank you. Like I care. Go play Shonen Hero on your own. Let's go, Furukawa. Oh, but... I yank Furukawa's arm and get away from Tsunahara. Hey, wait up! He keeps shouting angrily as we walk off. He's calling for you, Okazaki-san. Just ignore him. That's not something to get involved in. And I can't even shoot a basketball. It'll just be embarrassing for me when I drag the team down. Tsunahara said that you don't have to shoot. In that case, you'll be able to play, Okazaki-san. No, I can't. Why don't we help Tsunahara-san, Okazaki-san? No matter how many times you ask me, I won't agree to it. I rush ahead. Okazaki-san! How should I put it? I would never have imagined that I'd be in this situation just a few weeks ago. So much has changed since I met Furukawa. And not just for me, for Tsunahara too. Everyone who meets Furukawa changes. While I don't know what direction we're heading in, we're at least heading in a better one. Everyone in chat, which direction are we heading in right now? In life, does anyone know? As always, I go to the school store to buy bread with Furukawa, then make off to the courtyard. I'm sorry for always making you do this. Absolutely not. The two of us sit down on the stone steps. Let's eat. Sure. Munch, munch. Munch, munch, munch. I eat lunch by Furukawa's side. It's so peaceful, I feel calm. There's nothing for me to work toward now, but taking it easy like this doesn't seem so bad until I do find something. However, yo! Just as I finish lunch, someone appears to want to stir up some trouble and wreck this peaceful scene. Time to practice, come on! Were you listening to what I told you this morning? What'd you say again? I told you no, do it by yourself. You may say that with your mouth, but your heart says otherwise. You want to play basketball, I know it. Now come with me. Again, no. You sure are a contrarian. Fine, whatever. Furukawa, come with me. What? Me? I want you to help me. I can't run while dribbling the ball, and I can't shoot the ball without throwing it underhanded either. Apparently, I'm what you call unathletic. To our death because we'll end up dying sadly. Yeah. But hey, at least we're gonna make the most out of what we have, right? Right? That's fine. You just need to stand in front of the hoop. Is that all I need to do? Yeah, anyone could do it, no matter how unathletic. Okay, I'm going to go help Sunahara then. She stands up after telling me. Sunahara probably thinks that if he can just get her on his side, then I'll cave. Oh my god, I'm gonna stretch. He knows that Furukawa is the kind of person who can't turn down someone's request either. In that case, I'll just make a request of my own. Hey Furukawa. Yes? I want to hang out with you, you know? Thank you very much. Aren't you helping me out, Furukawa? That's right, I will help you, Sunahara-san. But I'm telling you that I want to hang out with you now. Are you just gonna ignore me and go with Sunahara instead? No, if you don't mind my company, then I would be happy to stay here with you. But you said you'd help me, didn't you? Yes. She said she's gonna be with me right now, though. What should I do? I'm in quite the bind, aren't I? The answer is simple. Okazaki just has to join the team, too. If he does, then everyone will be happy. That's right. Why don't you join us, Okazaki-san? It's sure to be more fun if we all do this together. So that's how it's going to be? I stuff the bread wrapper into my pocket and stand up. Well, sorry for stopping you. Just go. I'm heading back. After telling them, I start walking toward the school building. Please wait. Let's hurry and go, Furukawa. Lunch break is gonna end. Okazaki-san, just leave him be. But, come on. I hear the voices behind me fade into the distance. Sunahara probably forces Furukawa to go with them. Lunch break ends. Man, Nagisa-chan is both cute and nice. Playing sports with her is so much fun. Sunahara takes his seat as he talks in an intentionally loud voice. Did you just call her Nagisa-chan? I did. I mean, we're already such good friends and I feel like I've earned the right to call her that. And Nagisa-chan is calling me plain old Sunahara. Nothing added to the end. Well, isn't that wonderful? It's great. Okazaki-kun? Break comes around as I waste time doing nothing in particular. The class president comes over to me. Furukawa-san wants to see you. Huh? I get up from my seat, flustered. In the hall? Yes. I try to act natural as I walk out of the classroom so that Sunahara doesn't notice. Blah, blah, blah. There I find Furukawa waiting, looking apologetic. I'm sorry, Okazaki-san. Did something happen? Could we go somewhere a little more private? Sure. The two of us walk briskly to the old school building. What's the matter? Well, there's something I was worried about. What is it? I left you to be on your own during lunch, Okazaki-san. Oh, don't worry about it. Even though I told you I wanted to stay there with you, I left. I was thinking of you all during class. I couldn't concentrate. I promised Sunahara-san that I would go practice with him after school too. So the only time we'll be able to be alone is going to be during breaks like this. If you're all right with that, then I'll come to meet you. I know I'm not much to look forward to, of course. I can't believe how responsible those few words make me feel. As tomorrow's king says, you only have a limited time to feel alive. And that limited time is now! Ha 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 ha. Oh man. I wish I hadn't said anything. Don't worry so much about it. It was not like there's anything else I'd be doing. Even if you aren't doing anything else, I want to be sure you're okay with it. I was very happy. When you told me that you wanted to be with me, that is. You say that Furukawa, but I think there are tons of people who would want to be with you. There aren't. You just think that because you took time off from school. Have more confidence. And if I can tell you the truth about one more thing, I was happy because it was you telling me, Okazaki-san. Why, thanks then. Yes. What an unusually bold thing for Furukawa to say. Maybe she really does like me after all? Furukawa stares straight at me. I think I know what this feeling in the air is going to lead to. If I can be absolutely honest with you about one more thing, I like you, Okazaki-san. If you wouldn't mind. Could you and I... What a turn of events. I said it. It seems like what she just said was enough to make her happy. So what should we do from here? Furukawa waits on my answer. All Sunahara wanted to do in the first place was drag me onto his team. Furukawa is nothing more than a tool for him. A dupe. I can't forgive him for that. Just get out of here. Is it okay if I come see you? You don't need to do that. But in that case, I told you not to worry about it, didn't I? Plus, if we went that far, it practically seemed like we were going out. I wonder. Yeah, how am I supposed to ask a girl, who isn't even my girlfriend, to do something like that? So you don't need to do anything. Now come on, get going. The bell's about to ring. Okay. Goodbye then. I hear the pitter-patter of her steps as she scuttles off. I follow behind her and head back to my own classroom. As I do, something small overtakes me. Alright, let's go back. Stop. Hey. Hearing my voice, Fuko stops and turns around.
What is it?
So you really are scurrying around the school every day, aren't you?
Please don't make it sound like Fuko's a rodent or something.
I must say, though, the chance of beating you is like super high.
That should not be the case at all. If you have to put it into words, Fuko is a mysterious girl with whom an encounter is an extraordinary event in itself. It's Okazaki-san who is wobbling around the school too much.
It's perfectly normal for me, though.
Or perhaps...
What are you trying to say?
Is Okazaki-san going around to look for Fuko every day?
Nope, not at all.
Such harsh words.
What, do you want me to go around looking for you every day?
That would be creepy.
Then don't say it.
So could it be that this cute little thing has set your collector's soul on fire?
What kind of collection should I put in? The most useless thing ever created?
There's no word to describe how wonderful they are when arranged on the ground. Try imagining it.
Why are you imagining it yourself? Oi! I wave my hand before her eyes, but there's no reaction from her. She's gone into totally tripping mode. Seriously, just how defenseless can she be? Well, gotta do something to warn her. Prank, find someone to pretend to be self 2. I think it's this one, right? Boop. I summon a female student from my class. Excuse me, what did you call me here for? Alright, let me get back to my chat room now. And, hang on a minute. Is that really my Fuko voice? Yeah, it's the best I can do. My little girl voice isn't the best in the world. If you think it's good, let me know. Excuse me, what did you call me here for? When she's come to, keep telling her, I'm Okazaki, I become a woman. Huh? But what does that mean? I have to prove to her that she keeps spacing out all the time. Please do exactly as I say. It's for her own good. Think of it as helping people. Can you do it? Well, I think I can do it. Okay then, if she asks why, tell her it falls off once in a while. For everything else, just go with apparently. Got it? Hey Tai, welcome back. Welcome to, tricking Fuko into thinking I'm a girl. Okay. So what's up? What's up, my friend? How are you doing? How's life? I take a few steps away to observe them from a safe distance. If you're saying something, sorry, you got ads. Oh. I was saying hello, Tai. How are you doing? Can you hear me now? Is the ad done?
Huh?
Fuko's back to reality. See? Gotcha. So what's up? How are you doing? How's life?
What were we talking about? Huh?
She's realized the person standing before her isn't me. You're fine. Awesome, I'm glad you're fine. Just a tad bit bored? Have you come to chill here for a bit? Well, thank you for stopping by. You are the awesome.
Where did Okazaki go?
Sango. Well, I'm Okazaki. I have become a woman.
What? Please wait a moment. One more time? What happened to Okazaki-san?
You just got Dire Inferno and Golden Sun, trying to get your party up to level 60. Level 60? You can beat the game already. Unless, are you doing hard mode, Hellfire Skyrim? Like I said, I'm Okazaki. I become a woman.
What? That doesn't make any sense. How could Okazaki-san have become a woman?
It falls off once in a while.
Wait a moment. That's too shocking a confession. Okazaki-san, does that thing of yours fall off once in a while?
Fall of? Come on, visual novel. Apparently.
How can you be so calm about it? How can something like that fall off so easily? Fuko never knew such a person existence.
Going after Dullahan. I bet you could beat him now. You just gotta power through him. Unless you're doing hard mode, of course.
But by falling off, it means, this is already in the realm of a culture shock. Or maybe it's common and Fuko just wasn't aware of it. So it falls off for other people like it does for you?
Apparently.
So it's true. Does that mean it could attach to Fuko after falling off?
Apparently.
It attaches to others. That's even more shocking. It is incredibly confusing. The overturn of common sense. Is this just a bad dream, or is this real life?
Apparently.
So this is real life. Fuko doesn't really understand, but the shock keeps coming one after another.
It's about time I switch back, or else the damage to Fuko's mental health could become permanent. That's enough, I signal Fujibayashi with my hand. Then I switch places with her, while Fuko's still burying her face in her hands.
Phew!
Hey, Fuko.
It's such a shock, but there's no choice but to accept the new Okazaki-san. Wait, it's stuck back on?
What the heck are you talking about?
You were a girl until just now, and you said that because the thing fell off.
Huh? What fell off? You're talking about that? Like hell it does.
Huh?
Well, what's wrong?
No, this is somewhat relieving. So it was just a bad dream after all. For a moment, Fuko almost collapsed at the thought of becoming Futaro.
What is that? What in God's green earth is that? Taro is a common suffix for male names such as Momotaro, Kintaro, etc. Did you guys know that? That's what you get for daydreaming all the time.
Fuko doesn't daydream.
You haven't learned anything at all, have you? Well, that's enough for this prank. Hell yeah. I am slowly becoming the Fuko master.
Fuko has wasted time on something meaningless again. Well then.
Yeah. I'll watch until she vanishes around the corner before returning to the classroom. Oh. Hey, Tsunahara. Yeah? Are you just gonna keep making Furukawa help you like this? I asked Tsunahara the question upon sitting in my chair. Of course, Nagisa-chan and I will just keep waiting on you. Hey, all you really want to do is drag me into your plan, right? You don't actually care about Furukawa at all. I wouldn't say that. Yes, you knew that? Oh, you did? Nice. Nice, we have a smarty pants here. A smarty pants? Well, that's good, because I did not know that, actually. This is for Nagisa-chan's sake, too, you know? If we beat the basketball club, these choral club punks will realize just how embarrassing their behavior's been. And then they might give Kimura, their advisor, over to us. In that case, you ought to realize how embarrassing your own actions are as well. Excuse me? You're trying to use Furukawa to get me to join you. If you're gonna criticize the choral club for their methods, you ought to criticize your own too. How about it? No, you see, I always thought you were more of a man. Someone who did the things fair and square, where everyone could see you. I guess I overestimated you. Using a girl just to get your way? I'm gonna have to start looking at you as a girly kind of guy. Hold on! What's wrong, you gutless girly man? Okay, I'll do things fair and square. It's gonna be my sheer willpower that gets you into the basketball team. Just you wait. Sure. I think that means Furukawa doesn't have to help him anymore, but I kinda feel like I ended up wringing my own neck instead. I just hope this doesn't turn into something obnoxious. Nah, it's fine. After school. Hey, Okazaki. I look to my side to find Tsunahara standing there, hands on his hips while holding a basketball. Where the hell did you get that from? I'm going to show you just what kind of guts I have, and after I charm you back to my side, I'm sure you'll decide to help me. What are you planning on doing? Something simple isn't gonna be enough to sway me. Heh, just come with me. We're at the school gates looking down the hill. A steady stream of students pass us as they leave for the day. So, I'm about to dribble this ball as I go down this slope, and I'm going to weave through all these students while I do it. Amazing, right? Is it amazing? What? Isn't that simple? Look how steep the hill is, and how crowded it is. Come on, anyone could do that. No, I think it's pretty tough to pull off. Do it while walking backwards. What? Backward? Anyone can do it facing forward. I'm going to run into people if I can't see them. Are you trying to tell me you look right at your teammates in basketball when you pass the ball to them? You need to have your eyes in the back of your head. So seriously? Or what? Are you going to do it all? Are you going to do it going forward? Easy mode for you? No. I want to play on hard mode. You're a man. Okay, time to do this. All right, on your mark. Yeah. Tsunahara holds the basketball, the hill to his back. Get set, go! Here goes. What? He loses his balance with his first step. Of course he does. Who could possibly pull off a feat like that? Heck! He curls into a ball, preparing himself for the fall, but just keeps rolling down the hill. Tumble, 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 tumble. Boom! He plunges into a herd of boys like they're bowling pins. Who the hell? It's a bunch of the rugby guys. This should be fun. Huh? You? Again? No, you got it all wrong. Why don't you come with us? He's dragged the rest of the way down the hill. You know, Tsunahara, in a way, I do think you've won me over. I go back to the club room. Furukawa is by the entrance waiting for me rather. Okazaki-san? Where's Tsunahara-san? He went to play with some friends. What? Really? Well, I don't know if you call it playing, but he was definitely taken away by some guys who live in the same dorm as him. He seems so intent on playing, I suppose he just couldn't turn his friends down. Something like that. Well, I guess there's nothing we can do about that. You have to treat your friends dearly. I hope it was a good change of pace for him, too. He might not be able to come back to practice for a while, though. In that case, I can go home with you, Okazaki-san. Sure. Will you leave school with me? Yep. Yep. I've started to feel the comfort in being together with Furukawa. I don't know why, though. 'Cause it's fun. 'Cause Furukawa's a nice person. Alright, sadly, I gotta skip this bit. This world really has come to an end. No new life. Understand that well now. No life. Yeah, sadly, we've seen this already. Proof that I'm me. Where could I have gone from? Where did this will of mine come from? Search my memories. Bottom of a sluggish consciousness. Distant future. Warm. Was it better than here? Yes, it was a place full of fun where I wasn't lonely. I was there. We put the unmoving junk doll in the ground. Burial of sorts. Girl is quiet. Grab her hand and pull it. She looks down at me. Pull my hand into hers. Want to make a new one? I nod, but it won't move. We can't make a new friend. This might be new, actually. She says it with a melancholic voice. I shake my head. You want to make something else? Nod. What? I stand there completely motionless. I don't know either, to be honest. I just feel as though that's what needs to happen. She's able to take a bunch of junk and make something out of it. That's something I can't do. It's something special that only she can. In that case, I'm sure it must mean something. I turn around. Even the cabin the two of us live in was built by her. Ty's playing Ark. I knew it. Wasn't it? I can't make something that big. And that's what she tells me anyhow. But maybe with enough time I could. I nod my head. What should we do then? I begin to hop up and down in the air. I want something that will make me this excited. She can make it and I'll help. It seems like it'll be so much fun. You're hopping off again? Yeah, you're gonna play your arcs. I wish you luck. Have a good one, Ty. I'll see ya hopefully soon. as I was doing a few things, a shiny appears. A shiny spawns. Oh no. Big Johnny found a shiny. Is it gone? Or did you catch it or whatever? Good morning, Okazaki-san. Yep, morning. Yawn. You seem sleepy again today. I can't avoid being sleepy since I go to bed so late. You should go to sleep earlier. You'll feel more refreshed when you get up. And then we'll be able to talk more in the mornings. You'll do more than nod and agree with everything I say. What exactly are you expecting me to do? I'm not the type that starts talking for no good reason, even if I'm wide awake. No, you talk to me quite a lot in the afternoons, Okazaki-san. I end up talking a lot during the morning. Then why don't you keep quiet too? What? There's no real need to try so hard to make conversation first thing in the morning, is there? Got it. It is a hoot hoot. You were doing a few things on the server. Sounds good. I'm glad that you caught your hoot hoot. What a hoot! Hoot. Oh, so that's what you were doing. You should try it too. Okay. She replies, then falls silent. We walk for a while, neither of us talking. Doing this makes the chatter from the students around us seem even louder and more annoying, especially when they sound like they're having fun. I've forgotten all this time, but I hate this kind of thing too. Tug. Furukawa pulls my sleeve lightly. What's wrong? I want to talk after all. You can just nod and agree, but I want you to listen. Sure. Funny coincidence, actually. I was just thinking the same thing. Really? Yeah. Then I'd like you to talk to Okazaki-san. Dots. I can't think of anything to talk about. Though I'm quiet for a while, Furukawa just sits there, waiting for me. Damn it! I'll just say whatever comes to mind. Who cares what it is? I look down at Furukawa and then... Nice shoes! You know, you're pretty cute, I say out loud. Wait, did I really just say that? Gah! I start to blush. Furukawa does the same. No, I'm not cute at all. Guys, yes or no, is she cute? She says she's not cute, but I think she's cute. But thank you. You know, just yesterday there was a gigantic cockroach in my kitchen. That sounds terrible. We forced the conversation in the opposite direction. Must be because we were both feeling embarrassed. After that, I talk on and on. You know, I heard that the more advertising a wig company does to get its name out there, the worse their wigs are. Oh, is that so? Yeah, so be careful. Okay. Okazaki, what are you doing? By the time we reach school, my throat is dry. Wheeze. I'm such an idiot. See you. Okay. I turn away from her and head to my classroom. Furukawa calls out for me to stop. I pause and look back around. I had a lot of fun. Furukawa is definitely cute. Exactly. Furukawa's amazingly cute. Yeah, it's asking for a lot, but can I say something? Sure. Go ahead. What is it? I wish every morning could be like this from now on. Yeah, funny you say that. I was just thinking the same thing. Maybe I really was asking for too much regarding you talking more? Yeah. Well, it's your turn tomorrow. I start walking off again, leaving her with those words. Okay. The only thing I can hear behind me is Furukawa's energetic response. I raise a hand to say goodbye, then enter the classroom. Lunch break. Before I head to the cafeteria, I look to my side. The seat there has been empty all morning. Rest in peace. After offering up prayer for the dearly departed, I step over the chair to leave the classroom. The two of us eat lunch side by side. I doubt I'll see Sunahara for a few days, so I'll be able to really enjoy some peace and quiet with just Furukawa. You think you're gonna watch Clannad all over again? I don't blame ya. Are you gonna watch the after story as well? Sunahara-san isn't here. Yeah, forget about him. He'll get better and show up back up sooner or later. What could have happened to him? I'm concerned. Don't worry, this kind of thing happens to him all the time. Namely, being punished by the rugby team. I see. And yes, all of it. Hell yeah, that's the only way to do it. Furukawa breathes what sounds like a sigh of relief before biting into the bread she's been eating. I roll out on the grass. Even after she finishes her bread, Furukawa doesn't stand up. She just stays there next to me. Our knees touch, warming me there. Furukawa begins to quietly hum a tune. As I listen to her song, I slowly drift off into a nap. Dango, dan. I'm together with Furukawa when we go home too. As we walk side by side, I notice a handful of guys looking my way from a corner of the hall. I look behind me. Nothing there. Oh, hang on. April 26. Ask them. What could it be? No idea. I recognize some of the students, so I go over to them and ask, "What's wrong?" "Oh, Okazaki-kun." Hang on, let me get back. "You're gonna go, Ultima. Have a good rest of your day. Catch me in my next stream." Well, thanks for coming, Cat. Enjoy the anime version of Clannad. When everyone's speaking, just pretend that they're just using my voice. I think it'll be a better experience. And when I say better, I mean no. I mean not better at all. But take care, my friend. I'll see you later. Be good. Okazaki-kun, it was just here, right in this hallway. What was? You don't know? The ghost that they say haunts the building. I've heard the rumors, but does it really appear? Yeah, and it comes up to you even if you don't do anything. And when it does, it says, "This is for you," and hands you some kind of cursed object. Say, yeah? Does this ghost have a bandage wrapped around its head? Oh, so you're pretty familiar with it. That's right, it's another scary part of the ghost. It's got its hand stuck between a car and a guardrail in a traffic accident, and they say the ghost is always dripping blood from that hand. She's just clumsy. Hey, Furukawa, come over here. You can't get your voice out of your head when you read these things. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Just gotta say the lines out loud. Bye! I yank Furukawa's sleeve and run off. What's the matter, Okazaki-san? Wanna meet a ghost? Is it a scary one? Nope, not at all. Then I'd like to meet it. Alright, I'll take you to it. There she is. As always, she's working on her carving. Holding her breath, Furukawa keeps on watching in silence. Fuko Ibuki. I call out her name. Her hands stop.
Yes?
Her face slowly turns to face me.
The weird person.
The name is Okazaki. Standing next to me, Nagisa seems to want to say something, but I signal for her to let me talk instead. Do you have any idea how much of a commotion you've caused?
What is it?
I heard you were in an accident. Is that true?
Yes.
And you had to stay in the hospital for a long time, right? Must have been really dreadful. I can only sympathize with you. Well. But you see, I can't understand why you never tell anyone about your recovery and just keep on roaming around the school like this. People are calling you a ghost, you know?
So it's become that much of an issue.
Yeah, that's right. Don't you have friends? Why didn't you tell them? They may have been the ones who spread the rumor. For a while, Fuko just sits there in silence.
But
she's finally opening her mouth.
It's so hard to tell them.
What?
Just what should Fuko tell her friends?
Are you seriously asking me that?
Fortunately, Fuko has recovered from her injury. If only it were that simple. To be honest, Fuko doesn't even know why she's here.
Everything's suddenly covered in silence. Even the loud noises coming from the corridor seem to disappear. Listen, Fuko.
Yes?
Start with a bad joke. You're here because you were discharged from the hospital. Isn't that obvious? Excuse me. Okazaki-san. Furukawa pulls my sleeve lightly. Please calm down. You can stay calm like that only because you don't know what is happening. I think this is a good time for a drink. Good stuff that water is. Actually, I think I do. Stop lying. But I really do know about that story. Ever since 2 years ago, my mother told me about it. I was a first-year student when it happened. My art teacher's little sister was in an accident, and I heard she's been hospitalized ever since. Yeah, right. Fuku Ibuki-san, you are Ibuki-sensei's sister, right?
Yes! You hear that, Okazaki-san? There's someone who's heard of Oni-chan.
Yeah, I heard. So someone actually knows. I totally forgot that Furukawa has had to repeat a year. Furukawa? Yes? Do you want to go there to confirmed? To Ibuki-sensei's house? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Hearing that, Fuku takes a few steps back. Don't you want to go?
No. Fuku will be waiting here.
I think it'd be better if you go with us. Much easier to explain things that way. Let's see what to do. We will keep her here. Okazaki-san. Save the game. Save the game, Okazaki. And then... boop, boop, boop. And go. Okazaki-san. Furukawa's pulling my hand. Maybe she's trying to tell me not to force Fuko to come with us. Yeah, fine, I get it. But Fuko, if I find out you've run away from home, I'm making you go back. Got it? After making sure Fuko's agreed to that, Nagisa and I head out. For some reason, Nagisa's taking me to her house. I'm back! Welcome back! Sanai-san is looking after the store. Good afternoon, Okazaki-san. Sep. Mom! Furukawa looks like she's about to confess a secret as she strikes up a conversation. What is it, dear? We are thinking of going to Ibuki-sensei's place. I see. Do you want me to contact her first? No, it's okay. But before that, do you mind if I bring along some bread? So that's why we're here. We're to buy some presents to take with us. Of course I wouldn't mind. Please take as much as you want. Thank you very much. After thanking her mom, Nagisa reaches out to grab a tray. Okazaki-san, please help me carry the bread. Yeah, sure. Please take 2 of this and 1 of this. Also, I do as she instructs and fill up the tray with bread. This one over here is pretty good too. Here and here. Even Sanai-san is helping us. I think we may have taken a bit too much. The pile of bread is high enough to block Furukawa's vision. We seem to have gathered up about 1/3 of the store's bread. I don't mind at all. Such a peaceful store. Funny. We are walking on the way to Ibuki-sensei's house carrying 4 bags full of bread. Ibuki-sensei often comes and supports my family's store. Even so, I don't think you can eat all the bread we brought along. For a while, we just focus on our footsteps. Actually, Furukawa hesitantly breaks the silence. Actually, I wanted to go see Ibuki-sensei after I graduated. She's really very sweet. I can't remember how many times she's helped me. She invited me into her house once. I was really depressed then. She brought me tea and cakes, and we talked and talked. She let me relax and hang out with her. That's why the next time I visited her, I wanted it to be to tell her I graduated. That I thought would cheer her up a little. Then, should we stop now? No, sorry, I shouldn't have told you that. In the first place, I can't avoid meeting her when she comes to the store. So it's kind of meaningless not to go there now, right? I sort of understand how Furukawa feels. She must think she's a burden because she had to repeat a year. Ibuki must really care about her students. Not to mention this may help her sister too. That's why I have no problem going there now. I can see through her apparent cheerfulness, if you say so. I can't help but feeling sorry for getting her involved in this situation. That little sister, though, she's one terrific example of the lack of common sense. I tried to change the topic to Fuko. I didn't get to meet her before. That's why today was the first time I'd meet her. But if she's still hospitalized, and if she's been asleep in the hospital this whole time, I wonder why she's appearing at school. How should I know? I remember what she told me about what she's trying to do. That's right. She is trying to congratulate her sister on her marriage. Huh? She wants to make the whole school come and bless the wedding. Just how reckless is that? Is that true? Yeah, she told me so herself. Furukawa's eyes suddenly redden. Come on, don't you start crying on me now. I'm sorry, but I can't seem to hold my tears in. Knowing that she can't celebrate the wedding in that condition, so she just slipped out of her physical body. Seeing how cheerful she is now, calm down, you're getting way ahead of yourself here. We don't know for sure yet if that's her ghost or something. Please, I can't stand your crying. I'm sorry. Furukawa somehow manages to calm herself down. In the garden further ahead, a woman is watering the plants with a pot in her hand. Recognizing the woman, Furukawa raises her voice a little. I see, that's why. Just one look at her and I already understand why she can be so close to Furukawa. She seems to have this very soft touch to just about anything. Not to mention her staggering appearance. Ibuki-sensei! Furukawa quickens her step toward Ibuki. Yes? Good afternoon, it's me, Furukawa. Nagisa-chan, it's so rare for you to come here. She welcomes Furukawa with a full smile. I'm so surprised to see a student here. Well, not that I am still anyone's teacher, though. So, what brings you here today? I wanted to see you. Huh? Do you really mean it? Then I can't thank you enough for coming. Please come in. Yes, but... Is something wrong? I'm sorry, but... I'm still wearing my uniform. Yes, I can see that. That's why I cannot go into your house just yet. I don't want you to have to watch what you say. I don't want you to have to watch what you say about me. That's not something you should worry about. I already know you would say that to me. But next time I can relax and talk with you. I want to be able to be myself without making you worry about my feelings. That's what I have to decide on. Furukawa tries her best to convey her feelings. So that's how you think. I see. That I can only look forward to that day. Let's try our best. Yes. The two tightly hold each other's hands. Everything's about them is almost too heartwarming for me. Furukawa respects this person from the depths of her heart. If she was still teaching at school, maybe Furukawa wouldn't need me at all. The teacher would be everything she needed to have the best days of her school life. The thought of somewhat saddens me. The person behind you, is he your friend? She's looking at me. Yes. Is he your boyfriend? A straight-on attack covered with a smile. No, he's not. A straight-on denial. Okazaki-san already has someone much more wonderful. Nope, no one at the moment. But I thought... In that case, I'm sure someone will appear before too long. Or perhaps he has already found that person. Her words keep slamming on my embarrassment button. Huh? Who are you talking about? Only Furukawa doesn't seem to know the answer. Please come here for a moment. Ibuki's whispering something to Furukawa, who is now standing next to her. Furukawa looks down, reddening slightly. Ibuki's whispering something again as she laughs. But... I can't say that out. It's a secret. She's hugging the bag of bread in her arms so tightly that it's in danger of being flattened. Furukawa, I think you should hand her the bag first. I totally forgot about them. I'll give them to her now. Ibuki-sensei, this is some bread from our store. We hope you like it. Thank you very much. But this much? This is quite a lot. Are you sure? There will be leftovers regardless, and that Dad wouldn't have to go around handing it out, so please don't worry about it. If that's the case, then thank you very much. She lines up the 4 bags we handed her inside the entrance door. She then turns back to me. Speaking of which, Okazaki-san, we haven't been formally introduced. I'm Tomoya Okazaki. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. I'm Koko Ibuki. It might be because I know she used to be a teacher, but even a simple introduction somehow made me nervous. So Okazaki-san, what do you think about Nagisa-chan? It doesn't sound like something a teacher should ask at all. Ibuki-sensei? Furukawa hastily gets in between us. You can't ask something like that. Okazaki-san, please forget what you just heard. She looks at me, feigning a smile. It's cute. Isn't Nagisa-chan cute? She still hasn't given up. I'm not cute at all! Nagisa-chan, you shouldn't let this chance go. What chance? I totally forgot. You haven't told us yet. Congratulations on your engagement. Yes? Ibuki gave us a surprised look. Huh? Are you not engaged? No, not really. Okazaki-san? Furukawa is signaling SOS to me. If I remember correctly, your fiancé's name should be Yusuke. I'm sorry, but where did you hear that name from? That is, how did you know about Yusuke-kun's name? Ah? Even Furukawa should have realized by now. This is something we must not tell her. Nagisa-chan, I haven't told anyone about that yet. Have you really not told anyone about it? I'm sure. Of course, my fiancé knows about it. But we haven't even told our families yet. Not to mention, we're still afraid to take the next step. Nagisa-chan, you know about that, right? About my little sister, Fuko? Yes. She got into an accident 2 years ago. Even now, she hasn't regained consciousness and is still sleeping in the hospital. It doesn't seem right to get married when my sister is suffering like this. Is it right for me to become happy all by myself? That's all I can think about. Ever since my fiancé and I decided to wait for her to wake up, and even today too, we've been to the hospital to talk with her. But nothing has changed. My dear sister's still lying pitifully in the hospital bed. That's why I'm so confused. Ibuki-sensei, Yes? No. Something wrong, Nagisa-chan? No, not really. Okazaki-san? Huh? Let's go home, quickly. But why? Please. Okay, fine. Ibuki-sensei, we will come visit again. Oh, you have to go already? Yes, maybe we can have more time next time. Sure, I'll be waiting. Don't forget your promise to come again. Of course, we'll be going now. It's as if we're running away from that place. What happened to you? Why are you in such a hurry? I can't understand if you don't tell me. I couldn't keep myself from telling her much longer. Huh? If we stayed any longer, I would have definitely told her. That Fuko-san is at school. Don't do that. Imagine how she would look at us if you told her. You're right. But Ibuki-sensei has been going to the hospital one town over almost every day for the last 2 years. She's been waiting for Fuko-san to wake up for so long. And now she finally has a chance to talk to Fuko-san. How could I not tell her, knowing how much that means to her? I want to tell her right here and now. If you say so. It's kinda obvious when you think about it. Anyway, just calm down, Furukawa. Yes. She puts her hands on her chest and takes in a deep breath. To be frank, freaking frank, I don't understand exactly what's happening. But I do know now that her existence is not something natural. Just think about it. Ibuki-sensei said she's gone to visit Fuko this morning, didn't she? So she must have seen Fuko in the morning, right? And at that same time, we were talking to Fuko at school. Not to mention their engagement. Only Fuko knew about that, and she's supposed to be in a coma. Ibuki must have been talking to Fuko. Is she really a ghost? No idea, but her body seems so real. I look down at my hands. I wonder if something really mysterious is happening. Okazaki-san, let's go back to school. Now? Because she must be there now. Furukawa takes my hand and pulls me forward. Alright, just how much is she willing to do for the sake of others? A lot. Looking through the glass panel on the door, we find Fuko sitting on a chair still working on her carving. With a hand still holding the sliding door, Furukawa keeps gazing at Fuko. Why does she keep on doing that? Do you know why, Okazaki-san? Yeah, she keeps going around giving out handmade presents to people in exchange for a favor. Please come to my sister's wedding. That's all she asked for. Don't cry. I'll try not to. But instead of crying, I think I want to help her. Help with that? No. Until Ibuki-sensei's wedding, I want to help her with anything she intends on doing. To that end, if Okazaki-san could give me a hand, I would be really happy. But why? That is because... Furukawa sinks deep into thought, though it doesn't take her long this time. She puts her face close to mine quickly. Because I'm sure it'll be really exciting. She's pressing her words strongly. As she does, I pick up a pleasant scent. I will not help her. Because I secretly hate her. Just kidding. Yeah. You were going to help us? I got way too much time on my hands anyway. Maybe this will help stave off some boredom. Of course it will. It will be so much fun for the three of us to work together. But because she's giving her very best, we have to help her by giving our full support. The fun is doubled while we try our best. With the three of us, there's nothing we can't do. I sure hope so. Yes. Fuko-san. Furukawa calls out to Fuko.
Yes? You're Okazaki-san and...
May I introduce myself?
Sure.
My name is Nagisa Furukawa. Please just call me Nagisa.
Nagisa-san?
I would prefer if you'd left off the san.
But you are an upperclassman.
Yep, even about your typical upperclassman, she repeated a year, you know. But figuring in your 2 years of sleep, shouldn't you two be the same age?
No, if Nagisa-san repeated a year, she's still 1 year older.
Right, the Nagisa is indeed the older one. Excuse me? Huh? You know, I'm pretty conscious about being 1 year older than my classmates. You just think too much. Right, Fuko?
The moment Fuko woke up, she was already 2 years behind everyone.
Sorry, I didn't mean it. So that's why Nagisa had to be Nagisa-san. Fine, then I will... how should I address you? What does Ibuki-sensei call you at home?
It's Fu-chan.
Then may I call you Fu-chan?
Yes.
So, Fu-chan,
Yes?
can we come here and help you tomorrow?
Yes?
I have heard from Okazaki-san about you. And now you're trying for Ibuki-sensei's sake. Please let me help. I want to do something for Ibuki-sensei too. Are you sure?
Are you going to celebrate her wedding with me?
Of course I will. And aside from that, I want to help you too. That's why I asked if we could be here tomorrow. Okazaki-san will come too. Let's all do this together. Fuko dazes at our words. Perhaps her brain still can't make out what we said. Sorry. Will we be a bother to you?
No, not at all.
Then please let us help you.
Of course.
I'm so glad.
I'm sorry, but...
What's wrong?
Thank you very much.
She clumsily bows down before us. Please raise your head up. You're such a good girl. It makes my twisted spirit nervous. As I say that, I put my hand on Fuko's head.
What?
She quickly brushes my hand off. Darn, I gave it another try. Knowing she won't give up, this time I read her hand's movement and dodge it, then put mine back on her head again. Fwish, wish, fwish, wish, fwish, wish. No matter how many times she tries, my hand keeps finding its way back to her head.
What?
Bam! Fuko hurls her body to push me aside, and then runs toward the corner of the classroom. What are you...
Fwoo!
Furukawa, look closely. What you're saying is her true nature.
Okazaki-san, you shouldn't
bully a girl. Furukawa has already abandoned me to side with Fuko. Look, Fu-chan, come to me. Furukawa opens her arms wide and waits. Fuko cautiously approaches her. When Fuko comes close enough, Furukawa stretches forward and embraces the much tinier girl. How are you going into a trance just by being hugged? Once she goes into this mode, it will take some time for her to recover. Recover from what? See for yourself. Even I can't tell how long it's gonna take this time. Well, gotta do something to warn her. Make Fuko drink with her nose. Just wait here for a minute. Huh? Sure. In awe and my determination, go away by drinks like this. Upon returning, I immediately proceed to insert the straw into Fuko's nose. What are you doing? I ignore Furukawa's question to focus on making sure the straw goes in as deep as possible. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Ha! I ready myself and clench the hand gripping the pack of juice. Pew!
Nose feels strange again.
Fuko pushes Furukawa to the side and starts blowing her nose.
It feels kind of itchy, but nothing will come out. And for some reason, Fuko's throat is wet.
I did it. I made her drink it. Yay! I think with this thing that I did, I think I'm going to end it there, guys. We are close to becoming a Fuko master. Can I do it? I don't know. Just come tomorrow and see. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there, guys. Thank you all very much for coming. I'll be back tonight with more Final Fantasy X-2. Sounds good, right? Yeah? Sounds good. Take care, everyone. Thanks for coming. Love you all. Bye bye.